It is a beautiful Easter Sunday here in Baltimore, Maryland. The kids are out, big fan base making its way to this beautiful ballpark in downtown Baltimore. As today, the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Baltimore Orioles in the final game of a two-game set from Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Ken Singleton, I'm Michael Kay, and we welcome all you peeps to Yankee baseball. It was a fun night last night for the Yankees as they won 15-3, and it was the perfect combination, Kenny. It was pitching, and it was power.
Pitching and power, and CC Sabathia has always pitched well against the Baltimore Orioles, and he did so last night. CC has now won 15 against the Orioles, against only 2 losses. He had everything working, breaking ball, fastball, changeup. CC walked away a winner, but he had a lot of help in the power department. Russell Martin not only won, he had a couple of home runs. Jorge Posada chipped in with a long one. And the Yankees, just all kinds of power. They've hit 35 home runs in 17 games, capped off by a grand slam by Alex Rodriguez. And then Brett Gardner broke out of a slump with a 2-run homer of his own. And Joe Girardi celebrates the Yankee power and a victory.
Tonight starting, pitchers are Freddie Garcia against Jake Arrieta. 1-0 for Freddie, 1.29. Jake Arrieta, 2-1, 5.06. It's the second start for Garcia, Kenny. First one, he was very good.
Very good. It was a cold, raw, windy day at Yankee Stadium on the 16th of the month. And Freddie Garcia, we had just about everything working for him that day. A lot of off-speed pitches. He's a contact-type pitcher now. I think his best pitch is his split finger, and that's a strikeout. He didn't strike out many, only one in the game, but he had a lot of defensive help, and that's what he's going to need from this point on in his career. Freddie Garcia picked up the win against the Texas Rangers.
Now, he was wishing that they would save some of those 15 runs from last night, but the Yankee offense has been clicking up and down the lineup. Lineups, first pitch, baseball, coming up next, right here on Yes.
Are you a victim of the current bedbug epidemic? Stop itching and solve your problem by calling Bell Environmental, the bedbug specialists. We're skilled in the latest and most effective methods of treating bedbugs. We use instant freeze technology, pesticide-free, completely safe, and perfect for use in office environments and other sensitive areas. Our bedbug dog, Roscoe, sniffs out bedbugs and their eggs with accuracy. Call Bell Environmental or visit bellbedbugs.com. Bell Environmental, over 30 years of green.
Looking for a great deal on a used Honda? Look no further than Hillside Honda Used Car Lot on Hillside Avenue in Jamaica, Queens. Family owned and operated for over 35 years. Why choose Hillside Honda Used Cars? Along with a 150-point inspection, a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and a free Carfax vehicle history report, their cars look the way they did when they came from the factory. Visit Hillside Honda Used Car Lot at 14419 Hillside Avenue, 1 block from Sutphin Boulevard, just down the street from our main showroom, or at hillsidehondausedcars.com.
Rite Aid has always been committed to delivering wellness, but today we're delivering it literally. Introducing free prescription delivery to your New York Metro home or office. Our new waiting room is your living room.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Jaguar. See how Jaguar outperforms the competition at jaguarperforms.com. By IOTV. IOTV offers you incredible HD picture and sound. Get the best in HD free. And by the new definition of world class, the 2011 Buick LaCrosse. Crowd still filing into Oriole Park at Camden Yards. The Orioles have taken the field. Jake Arrieta is taking his warm-ups, and we're going to be taking a look at the Yankees starting lineup, which is presented, as always, by our good friends at Lexus. The captain, the shortstop, Derek Jeter, leads off. Then it's Curtis Granderson in center, Mark Teixeira at first. Alex Rodriguez cleans up, he'll play third. Robinson Cano, the second baseman, with a 12-game hitting streak, he'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing right field, Nick Swisher. Jorge Posada will DH, he'll bat seventh. Batting eighth and catching, Russell Martin. And Brett Gardner, the left fielder, will bat ninth.
As the Yankee captain awaits his turn at bat to start this ball game, off at a distance there on the left side of your screen, you can see that young man, 25-year-old Jake Arrieta, who's pitched well against the Yankees in the past. He is 2-0 in his career. He started April 14th at Yankee Stadium this year, got a no decision. Worked 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, a walk, and a couple of strikeouts. The Yankees won that game by a score of 6-5. Here's our Jeep pitcher scouting report. Arrieta's coming off 6 shutout innings in his last start against the Minnesota Twins. Now, lifetime, I should say this year against left-handed batters, are hitting just 179 against him. And during his career, he's been much better against left-handed hitters than right-handed hitters. It's somewhat unusual. And in his major league debut last June the 10th, right here at Camden Yards, against the Yankees, his first major league strikeout, he got a brand name. It was Jorge Posada.
So Derek Jeter will dig in. The setting is perfect. We wish all of our listeners a happy Passover and a happy Easter. And we know this is a day that you spend with family and friends, and we're so grateful that you allow us into your home as well on this holiday weekend. Derek Jeter is ready, and so is Arrieta. Let's do it here in Baltimore. The right-hander deals. Hot shot up the middle of base hit. One pitch, and Jeter's on with hit number 2,942 for his career.
Looks like Derek got off the bus looking for a fastball and got it and did something with it.
Derek now 58 hits away from 3,000. And he's one behind Hall of Famer Frank Robinson. Here's Curtis Granderson. Strike. Home plate umpire is Angel Campos.
Of course, Baltimore fans remember Frank Robinson. There's the retired number 20. First year with the Orioles, was the MVP in the American League. Got traded over from the Cincinnati Reds. The Orioles won the World Series that year, 1966, and Frank won the Triple Crown. Some kind of baseball player.
And that was after the Cincinnati Reds thought that he was done.
Yeah, said he was an old 30.
Yep.
Actually, his number was 20.
Granderson hits one deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. Another Yankee home run. Picking up where they left off last night. It's 2-0 Yanks. Seventh home run for Granderson. Yankees had 5 home runs last night. 36th home run as a team and a 2-0 lead.
Pitch is supposed to be over the outside corner, and it breaks a little bit more towards the middle, and Curtis was right on time. Wow.
Yankees got a 3-0 lead in yesterday's game in the first inning. And now Granderson starts him off with a 2-run home run.
8-game hitting streak now for Curtis Granderson.
Count 2-0 to Teixeira. Mark's hitting .279, but an on-base percentage of .408. Take another look at the Coors Light Cold Hard Blast.
This was cold and hard. Beautiful swing by Curtis Gramps.
There's a 3-0 strike to Teixeira.
Teixeira's had himself a good road trip. 6 for 11 in Toronto and Baltimore.
Now Teixeira walks. So a shaky start for Arrieta. Let's take a look at the Orioles defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. In the outfield, Scott, Jones, and Markakis left to right. Infield, Reynolds, Isturis, Roberts, and Lee, third to first. Weeders behind the plate, and he's now talking to Jake Arrieta. That conference breaks up, and he'll head back behind the plate. So Buck Showalter cannot like the way his team is playing. They have lost 10 of their last 12 games after jumping out to a 6-1 start this year. Here's Alex Rodriguez, a grand slam yesterday. 6 runs batted in. 5 home runs on the season. On base percentage closing in on .500. Talking to Alex today about the power, and he said, you know what, no excuses. He said, but in the cold weather we've played in the beginning of the year, he said, I really thought I had 4 more home runs that either hit the top of the wall or halfway up the wall.
Yeah, the ball doesn't travel in the heavy cold air. We had some, quite a bit of rain in the early going here. That makes the air heavy.
Alex Rodriguez picked up his 14th game of 6 or more RBIs, and that ties Lou Gehrig for the most in Major League history, dating back to 1920 when they started to keep track of RBIs. And I told Alex about that, and he was absolutely flabbergasted. He said, if you would have asked me how many I had, I'd say 2 or 3. The 2-0.
Now, something has happened to Jake Arrieta today that hasn't happened in his last 7 starts. In each of his last 7 starts, the Orioles have given him the lead to work with. But today, Curtis Granderson took care of that after the single by Derek Jeter.
The 2-1. 3-1. Today's closed captioning brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Arrieta has made 3 previous starts against the Yankees, covering 18 in the 3rd innings. He had never allowed a home run. And now he hasn't gotten it out here in the 1st inning. Sometimes when a kid gives up a home run, Kenny, they start to shy away from the strike zone.
You're coming in out of the bullpen. You think your stuff is really good, and you feel strong. You're coming off a pretty good start against the Minnesota Twins, as I said, 6 shutout innings. And all of a sudden, you give up a line shot single on the first pitch of the game, and then the next guy on the second pitch you throw to him hits it into the seats, and you're behind just like that. So
Mark Connor comes out and talks with Arrieta. Let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. And a word is beautiful. 80 degrees, 55% humidity, not much wind, and of course there's a chance of thunderstorms. But just a great day. Feels like a summer day for the first time.
You're right, Michael. He seems to be getting plate shy all of a sudden. He's trying to make the perfect pitches, and Arrieta's got good enough stuff that he can blow it by some hitters even though he gets it in the middle of the plate. But right now, the way the Yankees are going, you got to stay away from the middle.
Now he's got a tough customer here in Robinson Cano, who carries a 12-game hitting streak into the at-bat. Now in his last 20 games here at Camden Yards, he's 45 for 83. That's .542. Now you might say, well, how does that fit in with the history of the ballpark? No player, even an Oriole, has ever had that many hits in a period of 20 games here at Camden Yards. The closest was Roberto Alomar with 42.
That's just amazing numbers. Overall, he's hit in 15 straight games against Baltimore.
Oh, I gave Alomar an extra hit. He had 41.
And a .353 career hitter against the Baltimore Orioles.
I asked Robinson, why does he like hitting in this park so much? And he said, why does everybody keep asking me that? He said, have you seen your numbers? He said, there's nothing special about this ballpark. He said, I like hitting here, but it's not like I can't wait to be here. Just missed that one. Also, it might just be the Orioles, because overall against the Orioles, he has great numbers, even games at the stadium. Climbed the ladder, got him with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. IOTV offers incredible HD picture and sound. Get the best in HD free. IOTV is the official HD service provider of Yankees baseball on Yes.
Different look for Nick Swisher today. Maybe trying to change his luck a little bit. Been hitting the ball pretty well last night. Solid line drives, robbed of another hit.
Pitches outside.
Michael, we kind of saw this in the first inning last night. We saw Brad Bergeson's pitch count go up. He was in the 20s, and Arrieta's going to make the 20s here in the first inning today.
There's a breaking ball strike.
There is Bergeson, who gave up 3, but I thought the big blow, as far as he was concerned, was a 3-run home run by Russell Martin. That's the one that did him in the 6th inning.
Grounded foul. One, two. Strike 3. Swisher down looking. So whatever Mark Connell said sunk into the head of Arrieta. He's been more aggressive.
Yeah, hit the outside corner with a curve, and then with a tailing fastball. Comes back and clips the inside corner for call. Strike 3 to Nick Swisher. Nick gave up on it. Thought it was going to be inside. Mark Carner, longtime pitching coach for Buck Showalter, not only here in Baltimore, but also in Texas.
And in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
That with the Yankees. Jorge Posada 9 for 55, but 6 of the 9 home runs. Had a home run in yesterday's game on a slider. And I was talking to Yankee hitting coach Kevin Long today, and he said Jorge has not recognized the way people are pitching him yet. He said it's more that than anything mechanical. He said they're throwing breaking balls in the zone and fastballs up in the zone, having them chase. He said he's not aggressively going after the breaking balls. He's kind of waving at them.
He just took one for a strike.
He said a positive from yesterday, he did hit a slider out of the ballpark, but the slider was up in the zone. Right back up the middle is Torres. Will get Posada, and Arrieta works out of further trouble. But the Yankees stake Freddie Garcia to an early lead. A 2-run home run by Curtis Granderson, his 7th of the year. And the Bombers open up with a 2-0 lead.
The New York Yankees are legendary.
Jeter on the run, makes the play. He is Mr. November.
He's done it. Derek Jeter has done it.
Fans, every day is Earth Day, so come out to Yankee Stadium on Thursday, April 28th for a special giveaway where the Yankees take on the White Sox and partner with Keep America Beautiful to celebrate Earth Day. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a flower seed packet courtesy of Keep America Beautiful.
The New York Yankees, a proud tradition, a legendary history.
It's a spacious cabin with tailored styling. It's an available ELS surround premium audio system and voice-activated navigation with up-to-the-minute traffic and weather. It's the newly refined Acura TL. And it's the official vehicle of the movie Thor.
So Freddie Garcia staked to an early 2-0 lead before he even throws a pitch. He's warming up right now. Let's take a look at the Orioles starting lineup that he is going to face. The Orioles come in at 8-11 after a 6-1 start. Brian Roberts, their second baseman. He has a 10-game hitting streak. He'll lead off. Nick Markakis in right. Derek Lee at first. Vlad Guerrero, the DH, will clean up. Batting fifth and playing left field, Luke Scott. Then it's Adam Jones in center. Mark Reynolds at third. Matt Wieters will catch. He'll bat eighth. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, Cesar Izturis.
The veteran Freddie Garcia on the mound, the Chief. 4-7 in his career against the Baltimore Orioles. When you take a look at his numbers for this year, he's made one start. He's been in a couple of games, and he was excellent against the Texas Rangers. Picking up a win, 1-0, 1.29, just 3 hits in 7 innings. Let's check out our Jeep pitcher scouting report of Freddie Garcia. He's a change of speed artist. Doesn't throw as hard as he used to. 2001, back when he really had a good fastball, he led the American League in earned run average, 3.05. Roy Halladay, John Lackey, and Tim Wakefield. Since 2001, those are the only 3 right-handers in the American League who have won more games than Freddie Garcia.
Brian Roberts takes a strike. And the best way you could put it about Garcia is you usually don't see right-handers like this. If he was a lefty, he'd be a crafty lefty. Well, he's a crafty righty. He throws a little bit of this, a little bit of that. He's kind of reinvented himself after shoulder problems.
He's learned how to subtract because he can't add as much anymore. Can't add that much on the fastball, so he's learned how to throw slower.
Now, when he was with the Mariners, and he did throw hard, he was an uncomfortable 0 for 4. Now he's more of a comfortable 0 for 4, but he still gets it done.
That's a great description.
And the 1-2. Popped up. Jeter. 1 out. Let's take a look at the Yankee defense, brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Tri-State dealer. Alex Rodriguez is at third. The captain's at short. Cano's at second. Teixeira at first. In the outfield, Swisher in right. Granderson in center. Gardner in left. And Russell Martin is behind the plate. Some people raised their eyebrows a bit today that Russell was in the game because it's a day game after a night game, but so many off days. And you see the grip there on that splitter.
Popped up. That one kind of hung up there. That wasn't one of his best ones, but he got the result.
Nick Markakis really in a slump. 4 for his last 31, hitting .208.
Garcia thought he had a strike call there, but
you know, a starting rotation is very fluid, especially the numbers attached to the pitchers. You see what Freddie did last time against the Rangers. Well, Friday was a rainout. Now, Freddie had only pitched once over the first couple of weeks of the season. Hot shot. Oh, nice play by Teixeira, and he beats Markakis to the bag. When you're slumping like Markakis, those balls don't find holes.
it's like there's 15 or 20 fielders out there. Mark Teixeira makes an excellent play. We're going to take a look at this one in yes mode. You can see there's some room between Teixeira and the first base line. And this is an off-speed pitch, so Markakis is out in front. Looks like it's ticketed for the corner. But Mark Teixeira has other thoughts. And this is what a first baseman of a Gold Glove caliber is capable of doing, taking hits away from hitters who are slumping.
First pitch, a strike to Lee. Just finishing up what we were saying about Garcia. With all the rainouts and off days, he was the one that was skipped over. Now with the rainout on Friday, Ivan Nova is the one that slides. So if you're going to be the guy who performs, you're not going to be the number 5 starter anymore. You're not going to be the guy who's skipped over. Right now, the guy that's getting skipped over or slid in the rotation is Ivan Nova. So already Freddie Garcia has upped his standing in the Yankee starting 5.
You know, this is a good spot right after CC because there's such a difference between the way they pitch. CC's more power and Freddie's off speed, so a completely different look for these Baltimore hitters quickly, day game after a night game.
There's his fastball right there at 88.
That's the best as he can throw it now. But you notice when he missed, he just missed, and it was on the corner. It wasn't towards the middle. Just a little bit high.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Soft ground ball to second base. Worm burner. Cano will get Lee, and that'll do it. So a 1-2-3 inning for Freddie Garcia. We played 1 in Baltimore. Yankees lead the O's 2-0.
Sniffing out the best pre-owned Lexus is now puppy's play at preownedplatinum.com. Fetch the pick of the litter from the inventories of the Tri-State's leading Lexus dealers. That's hundreds of cars from which we pick the highest value, lowest priced Lexus in the market that day. Unconditional love or exchange it within 48 hours. At preownedplatinum.com, pedigree is assured by a Carfax vehicle history. We are doggedly committed to making credit easy. So log on now. The pick of the Lexus litter is waiting for you at preownedplatinum.com. We lick those other websites.
If you think you have to put off getting a new car, think twice, as in Bay Ridge Nissan.
And Nissan of Manhattan.
The combined strength of 2 of New York's biggest Nissan dealers can offer you easy, low-cost financing.
With twice the selection, twice the credit available. That means our prices just can't be beat, and we can prove it. Just bring in any ad.
2 times the service.
2 times the savings.
So come in and see how the power of 2
makes beating any price
twice as nice.
Have you ever imagined having your own outdoor paradise? For years, our customers have told us again and again how Cambridge paving stones with Armortech have changed the way they live. And I can say for years, because Cambridge paving stones made with Armortech means the color will never fade and will look the same for years to come. The best outdoor living ideas come from Cambridge.
Cambridge paving stones with Armortech will always look like new.
Well, it's time for the Toyota text poll. Let's take a look at today's question. Who is the most exciting young catcher in Major League Baseball? You can text your vote to 58772, and of course, standard text messaging rates apply. Is it JP Arancibia of Toronto, Buster Posey of the Giants, Carlos Santana of the Indians, or Matt Wieters of the Orioles? Here's a catcher, Russell Martin. And he takes a strike. Russell with 2 home runs yesterday, and then in the 9th inning, hit between the 2 5s on his back, kind of upper area of his back, by Josh Root. Right back up the middle. Brian Roberts backhands. 1 away.
We're talking about Martin's home runs and the start he's gotten off to. How about the Yankees as a team? If you look at home runs per at bat, and that's a good indication of the power of a player. But when it comes to the Yankees, they are unbelievable in this particular stat. Mike Napoli, Jose Bautista, then Martin, Posada, Rodriguez, Granderson, and Teixeira. All among the league leaders in homers per at bat.
Brett Gardner takes a strike. Kevin Long very happy the way Gardner swung the bat yesterday, the double, and then the home run in the 9th inning. And then when you saw Gardner's home run, it was after Russell Martin got plunked. The Yankee dugout really erupted when he hit the home run, and you saw a very unusual sight. Joe Girardi really pumping his fist with emotion, and when asked why he did that, he said, "I was angry about what happened." He said, "I'm not saying that the guy did it on purpose, but it certainly seems suspicious." He said, "Only one guy knows if he did it on purpose, and that's the pitcher himself."
You know, just the situation itself kind of lends you to thinking that it was on purpose. I mean, if the Yankees had just powered 4 home runs, Martin hit a couple. The Orioles have given up the most home runs in the league. The one they gave up today was the 28th they've given up. And they played the Yankees 2 series and seen the Yankees lay out nothing but home runs against them. There's Josh Roop out in the bullpen. Only he knows.
And then it was relayed to Joe, and I thought it was a very interesting comment, and you'll see, you can judge for yourself whether you thought it was on purpose. Joe said, "I don't mind hitting somebody there. You want to move guys on the plate." He said, but he came a couple of inches from his skull. He goes, "That I don't like." And it was relayed to Joe that the Orioles to a man. Even Buck Showalter said that wasn't on purpose. I talked to Josh, and Joe said, well, no one's going to admit they did it on purpose because you're going to get fined or suspended. He said, so of course that's what you're going to say as Gardner goes down looking.
Yeah, when you look in the pitcher's handbook of what to say after you hit, that's one of the early phrases. After you hit an opposing batter, it got away. You hear that every single time. It got away. It slipped.
And when it was relayed to Buck that the Yankees were upset, he said, I don't blame them. He said it didn't look good. He said, but I can only go by what my pitcher told me. And he said that he didn't do it on purpose. I think the Yankees, though, to a man, believe it was on purpose. And Joe actually spun something positive out of it. And it was something that Alex Rodriguez told Joe. He said, don't worry. He goes, something like that brings the team even closer. Another base hit for Jeter. Inside the first base bag. He's going to go for two. Markakis comes up throwing. He's in there with a double. So Jeter is 2 for 2.
Derek with just his second extra base hit of the year, and he sneaks one inside the first base bag. Good head down, follow through, slices it the other way. And he has to hustle. Good play by Markakis. Bare hands it to pick it up. He knows he has to hustle. He's got a strong throwing arm, but Jeter with a hustle, 2-out double, is in scoring position. He knows he's got to run hard. Markakis annually among the league leaders in assists for an outfielder.
So now Derek is tied with Frank Robinson on the all-time hits list. A strike to Granderson. First time up, Granderson hit a home run.
Two breaking balls in a row.
High fly ball, just missed that. Adam Jones is there. He'll battle the sun and makes the play for the final out of the second. No runs a hit, no errors, one man left. Let's go to the bottom of the second. Yankees 2-0 over Baltimore.
Join Yankees Universe, the official fan club of the New York Yankees.
Members enjoy exclusive benefits, including fast-track entry to Yankee Stadium and the New York Yankees Museum, presented by Bank of America.
Access to an exclusive website and a subscription to MLB Game Day Audio.
Benefits increase based on the tier of membership selected.
A portion of all proceeds are donated to Memorial Sloan Kettering, benefiting pediatric cancer research.
Join Yankees Universe today by visiting Yankees.com or by calling 800-GO-YANKS.
Backstabbing and scheming and money grubbing. How long can hate hold a thing together?
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Game of Thrones. Only on HBO.
It's not tough to build a Camry that's more reliable than the competition. What's tough is building a Camry that's more reliable than a Camry. 90% of all Toyota Camrys sold in the last 15 years are still on the road today. Reliability. Only better. Get 0% APR for 60 months on a new 2011 Camry, or lease a new 2011 Camry for just $189 a month. And for a limited time, get $500 in down payment assistance. Toyota.
April 25th to May 1st is a MasterCard homestand. Get great savings off the advanced game price on select seats when you purchase Yankee tickets with your MasterCard. There will also be exclusive deals throughout the stadium when you use your MasterCard. This MasterCard ticket special is for a limited time only, and tickets are subject to availability. Log on to Yankees.com/MasterCard for MasterCard ticket specials today. Here's Vlad Guerrero. Breaking ball and a strike as Guerrero flinched a bit.
look at Guerrero's numbers, you can see the on-base percentage of .266. That is also his batting average. He's been up 79 times without a walk. Here's our Home Depot hitter scout report. 2004's first year in the American League, coming over from Montreal. He was the MVP with the Angels.
Popped up. Long run for Teixeira. Makes the play.
And the other notes on Guerrero. Tony Gwynn had a string of 17 consecutive years of hitting .300. Rod Carew had 13. Guerrero, last 50 years, the only 3 players to do this. He had a streak of 12 years in a row hitting .300. And in 1999 with the Montreal Expos, he had the longest hitting streak of the 90s when he had a 31-game hitting streak. And in 15 of those games, Michael, there were multi-hit games. But right now, he is struggling.
Here's Luke Scott. I want to know.
And there's a lot of people think that Vladimir Guerrero is a borderline Hall of Famer. He's got some pretty good numbers. I think he's going to make it, to be honest with you. .320 career hitter.
It's interesting, though, because I think it's taken Hall of Fame voters a long time to really get a grip on voting for closers. And I don't think that they've gotten a grip on guys that have played a lot at the DH position.
That's true, but when he was healthy with the good knees, he was one of the better right fielders in baseball.
Luke Scott laces a single to right center.
Here's a look, and Garcia's target is low and away, and you can see, well, Luke Scott actually goes out and gets this one. Lack of velocity on the fastball. It was a sinker, but Luke Scott covered. He's a good low ball hitter, and that pitch was down in the zone. They're going to go down again. Actually, it's a little bit more to the middle of the plate than I thought. So Luke Scott, that ball should have been hit pretty well, and it was.
Here's Adam Jones.
And here's another hitter that doesn't walk very often. He's walked just twice in 67 at-bats. You can see the on-base percentage just barely above his batting average. So if he's not hitting, he's not getting on base.
Vladimir Guerrero swings 67.2% of the times he sees a pitch. Then Adam Jones, and Cano is there on the top 5 at number 5, 56.8%.
The difference is Cano's been a .300 hitter for a while. He's putting the ball in play and getting his hits.
You know, it's interesting with Showalter being the manager and having these free swingers on the team, because when he was the Yankee manager, it was Gene Michael who came up with the idea of high on-base percentage well before Moneyball became the chic thing. And Gene went out and acquired guys that got on base a lot. And Buck was the manager of that team, but this is the hand that Buck's been dealt. Although they did go out and get Guerrero as a free agent. There, Adam Jones, a rare walk.
His last start against the Rangers, Freddie Garcia walked 1 in 6 innings. Usually very reliable with his control and around the corners.
Reynolds fouls it back. Reynolds hitless in his last 20 at-bats. He's at 177.
You know, Michael, I think during the course of Reynolds' career, he's been either a feast or famine sort of guy. He's got some home run power. He's hit a lot of homers. But he also gets into strikeout fits. And sometimes it takes him a while to get out of it.
Off the end of the bat, a fly ball is shallow right. Nick Swisher makes the play. That's going to bring up Matt Wieters, the young catcher, switch hitter, back from the left side against the righty Freddie Garcia. So both managers decide to go with their catchers day game after night game.
You know, I kind of thought that Gustavo Molina might get a chance to catch today, day game after night game. Primarily because he caught Garcia last time, and they worked pretty well together, 6 shutout innings. But this leads me to believe that Francisco Cervelli is getting closer to coming back to the Bronx.
Right. I think he caught 8 innings yesterday. Just trying to get his legs in catching shape after being on the DL with a broken foot. Molina's played just 1 game out of the Yankees' first 17. Martin throws through. Now I asked Joe Girardi, how many games do you think it's healthy to play a catcher without wearing him down? He said probably 120 to 130. He said you could get away with 140. He said, but I like to keep it around 130. I said, well, how many does Russell want to play? He said, he told me in spring training he wants to catch all of them. And I told him that doesn't work. It's such a demanding position, physically, mentally as well. And it's always an unfortunate coincidence when one of your best hitters is your catcher. Especially in the National League where Mike Piazza was with the Mets. When you had to give him a day off, you gave him a day off and you lost his bat. Middle of the lineup bat. The Twins have a little bit of a respite because they can move Mauer to DH the days they don't catch him.
Right now he's on the DL.
Yeah. The 3-0. And he walks the bases loaded. Got to bring up the shortstop for the Orioles, Cesar Asturias, and bring Russell Martin out to the mound. He's really walking Garcia through this.
Well, I don't know if he's being cautious with Wieters because Asturias was on deck once he fell behind in the count. Asturias was the regular shortstop for the Orioles for most of the last few years. But the Orioles went out and signed J.J. Hardy, re-signed Asturias as a free agent to be the utility player. And he is not nearly the hitter that Hardy is, or Andino. Or Andino's not playing today. Asturias is a solid glove man, though.
Count 0-1. At third, Luke Scott. Adam Jones at second. Matt Wieters is at first. Garcia with the bases loaded works from the full windup. Off speed, swung and a miss.
This kind of reminds me of El Duque from years gone by. He would walk the bases loaded, 2 guys that he didn't think he could get out, and then he could see the guy off in the distance. That's the guy. And I think if Freddie Garcia feels that Asturias is the guy that he can get out.
The 0-2. He swings and misses. Martin steps on the plate for the force, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and the bases are left loaded. Breaking ball in the dirt gets Garcia out of a jam. He drives that one deep to left field. That ball is gone. See ya! See ya! See ya! A long home run by Posada.
White Sox, Yankees. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
People tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition.
It's sleek, it's compact,
A little bigger than I expected.
Nice looking car.
See for yourself. Test drive Cruise against the competition during Dare to Compare. Only at your participating Chevy dealer. Or check out the EPA estimated 42 mpg Highway Cruise Eco, the best highway miles per gallon of any gas engine in America.
Qualified lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. Find your nearest dealer on ChevyOffers.com.
This year, get the most out of your lawn with the fertilizer that gives you the most for your money. Scott's Turf Builder. Unlike bargain brands, which have up to 40% sand, sawdust, even gravel, Turf Builder has no filler. It's 100% food for a deep feeding you can see, feel, and enjoy. For a lawn that can't be beat, get a fertilizer that can't be copied. Scott's Turf Builder. Now's the time to feed and kill dandelions. Use Scott's Turf Builder Plus 2.
Best in class, 0 to 60. And it's not from Germany. Best in class fuel efficiency at 30 miles per gallon. And it's not from Japan. Best in class 5-year, 60,000 mile coverage plan. And it's definitely not from Germany or Japan. It's from Scandinavia. The all new 2012 Volvo S60. Now through May 2nd, lease the S60 for $299 a month or get 0.9% APR for 36 months.
On the Lincoln scoreboard, Yankees are leading this one 2-0 on the strength of Curtis Granderson's 2-run home run in the first inning, and it's held up so far through 2. Young Yankee fan here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. We always mention so many Yankee fans make their way south to see the Yankees and the O's. Here in this jewel of a ballpark that opened up in 1991. Seems like yesterday, but it's not. 20 years ago. 91 was the last year of Memorial Stadium. 92 it opened up, so 19 years. Now, we always have our trivia question in the 4th inning, Kenny, but I've got a personal one to you because I'm sitting next to a guy who played
I don't like these.
At Memorial Stadium.
Okay.
All right. There are 4 players, active players on Major League rosters that actually played at Memorial Stadium. Oof. Can you tell me those 4 players, please?
I would think that the majority of them would be pitchers. Tim Wakefield.
No, never pitched there because he was in the National League. That was before Interleague. You got all day.
I know. Probably next time I see you, I'll come up with it. Am I right about the pitchers, though?
What was that?
Am I right about the pitchers?
No, not necessarily. No. They're actually 1 pitcher and 3 position players. Swing and a miss to Sheridan on strikes.
Marietta, since giving up the home run, has sort of gotten his act together. It's a good, hard breaking ball down and in, and Teixeira over the top for the strikeout.
Let's check out the Delta League leaders. Average, Jose Bautista has turned his career around 1 point ahead of Alex Rodriguez, who's up at the plate. Then Young, Fold, and Gordon. Boy, the Royals have waited a long time for Alex Gordon. He's finally finding it at the plate.
I'm trying to think of the oldest players in the league. That's too tough.
You give up?
Yeah, I'll give up.
All right.
This one time.
All right. Arthur Rhodes is the pitcher.
Gotcha. There's the pitcher.
Omar Vizquel.
He's still playing?
Yeah. Jim Thome.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can see that.
And Pudge Rodriguez, who's the only one of the 4 that's not 40.
Is it Pudge?
Yep.
Yep. That's a good question, Mike.
The crew here in Baltimore came up with it.
David Thrower came up with that?
Who did?
David Thrower?
David Thrower was of the group.
Yeah, huh? Sounds like something he would think of.
3-2 count on A-Rod. He walked in the first inning. One out here in the third.
Fudge is still catching every day.
Yeah.
Look at the
Nationals. 3-2. And A-Rod works a walk for the second time.
You can see that he's being very careful with him.
Let's look what Memorial Stadium looked like. Oh, look at that young, handsome man.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, folks. Oh, that's gone.
See ya.
Dennis Eckersley. First inning, 3-run homers.
Good park to hit him?
If you pulled the ball, it was pretty good. Down the lines was short. The gaps were unlike they are here. 386 to the gaps. And you hit a home run over the gaps, you earned it.
Here's Robinson Cano. Nope, slowly. That's going to be a tough play. Arrieta Fields fires, and they get Cano as Rodriguez moves to second.
Arrieta, once you release the ball, you become an infielder, and you've got to be able to field your position. Watch it bounce off the mound. Knows there's only one play, bare hands. A little quicker than going with the glove, and makes the accurate throw for the out. Reynolds didn't have a chance. It's all up to Arrieta, and he airs it out and picks up Cano at first base.
Nick Swisher struck out looking in the first inning. Yesterday he hit some balls to center field very hard, and when I saw him after the game, he held his fingers about a half-inch apart as if it's that close to coming together. He thought he was really close to being where he wanted to be from the left side.
He was actually robbed of a hit his last time up. Robert Andino playing second base made a nice play. Headlong dive to keep Nick from getting a base hit.
No home runs this year. The longest drought of his career to begin a season. 18 games. And he thinks that's why he's struggling from the left side. He said, because I'm kind of lunging forward to generate power. He said, and I've just got to keep myself back. He said, the power will come.
Arrieta going to the breaking ball quite often here. Changing speeds. And has settled down somewhat since the first inning.
Count 2-2. The 2-2.
When you look at Arrieta, you look at Brian Bergeson last night. Brian Mattis, who's on the Brad Bergeson, I should say, and Brian Mattis, who's on the disabled list, who should be back. I think I read this morning in mid-May. Chris Tillman. These are the youngsters. Jeremy Guthrie's their leader on the pitching staff, but these are the guys that they're counting on, and will detail their fortunes through the course of this year.
Here's the payoff. Swung and missed. Swisher down on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Like a breaking ball as the Yankees are up 2-0.
I'm going to take Allison Jenkins to the senior prom in this.
One day, I'll park this in a spot reserved for me.
Own a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, and chances are they'll own it one day too. With an optional extended limited warranty, your vehicle may be covered for up to 135,000 miles.
It's got 26,000 miles on it now, but I'm going to take it to 1,000 million.
Hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for 1.99% financing during our certified pre-owned sales event through May 2nd.
The New York Yankees are legendary.
Jeter on the run, makes the play. He is Mr. November.
He's done it. Derek Jeter has done it.
Fans, every day is Earth Day, so come out to Yankee Stadium on Thursday, April 28th for a special giveaway when the Yankees take on the White Sox and partner with Keep America Beautiful to celebrate Earth Day. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a flower seed packet courtesy of Keep America Beautiful.
The New York Yankees, a proud tradition, a legendary history.
Technology you've never seen before. Anywhere. Ever. Which raises a good point. If you're going to buy a new luxury car, shouldn't there be something new about it?
Visit your local Lincoln dealer for this exceptional lease offer, plus 4 years complimentary maintenance on Lincoln MKX.
It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
Hey, let's look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by Accel Express. Enjoy the journey. The Yankees are coming home. 4 games against the struggling White Sox, and then 3 games against the Toronto Blue Jays. Then on to the road. 4 games against Detroit and 3 games in Texas. And that is the Accel upcoming schedule. Brian Roberts will lead off for the Orioles against Freddie Garcia. Roberts popped up to Jeter in the first inning. Roberts waited to his last at-bat yesterday to pick up a hit, extend his hitting streak to 10 straight. The Lincoln scoreboard shows the Yankees up 2-0.
This one, Garcia has thrown you an off-speed pitch. You can throw one even more off-speed.
Like that. He looks like a guy, Kenny. If his location is off, he's going to get hit hard. But if it's where he wants to be, he's going to keep people off balance.
And watch the bottom fall out of this pitch. My goodness. Looked like a wiffle ball. Remember how hard those were to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can make those do everything and even sing the national anthem. That acted like a knuckleball when it came to the plate. Everything's got a little movement. It dips, it dives, changing speeds, trying to keep the ball off the fat part of the bat. Like that. That was just 81 miles an hour, and Markakis was late.
Pitch inside. Kim Jones with a nice discussion with Willie Randolph on the batting practice show today. And there's Willie, sporting number 13. Which I asked him about. I said, what's that about? I said, why would you take that number? He said, it's lucky. I said, 13 is lucky? On what planet? The 3-2. Strike 3. Markakis down looking. 3 strikeouts in a row for Garcia. Well, he said Lee Mazzilli, who's now in the Yankee front office, told me that number 13 is lucky in Italian. You see how Markakis took that call. 3rd strike. Willie didn't like that call at all, so it wasn't lucky there. And I said to Willie, I said, Willie, I hate to break this to you. You're not Italian. He goes, how do you know? I said, okay, you're right. I have no idea. I said, but I never heard that 13 was a lucky number. And then I asked Mazzilli. Mazzilli said it is lucky in Italian.
It's his good friend. He's taking the advice of his friend. If Mazzilli says it's good luck in Italian, you got to believe him. He's Italian.
That's right, he is. There's a ground ball to first and a 1-2-3 inning for Freddie Garcia. The Orioles go down in order, and we have played 3 here in Baltimore. 2-0 Yankees. Lucky 13.
J&R New York's largest and top-rated technology superstore for cameras, computers, audio products, movies, music, housewares, TVs, video games, and more, is now proud to be the official consumer electronics retailer of the New York Yankees.
Looking for a great deal on a used Honda? Look no further than Hillside Honda Used Car Lot on Hillside Avenue in Jamaica, Queens. Family owned and operated for over 35 years. Why choose Hillside Honda Used Cars? Along with a 150-point inspection, a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and a free Carfax vehicle history report, their cars look the way they did when they came from the factory. Visit Hillside Honda Used Car Lot at 14419 Hillside Avenue, 1 block from Sutphin Boulevard, just down the street from our main showroom, or at hillsidehondausedcars.com.
Are you overwhelmed by financial difficulties?
Our bankruptcy lawyers help thousands of clients, just like you, get the fresh start you deserve.
1,000 thank yous are not enough to express the gratitude I feel.
Speaking to you has made us feel comfortable that things will turn out all right, which it did.
After all, bankruptcy is not the end. It's a new beginning.
To find out how recent changes in the law can help you protect your home and assets, call the law offices of David I. Pankin, PC at 888-LAW-9600 today.
Let's compare 3D on Dish Network and DirecTV. DirecTV is leading the 3D revolution with more exclusive content than anyone. Live 3D sports, concerts, plus the latest Hollywood releases. In fact, DirecTV has 4 dedicated 3D channels, and Dish Network, 0. The most 3D content, another reason why 50 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
It's time right now for the New York State Smokers Quit Line Quiz. This is actually the official Yes Network question. Yankees hit 10 Grand Slams last year, which tied a franchise record. Now, which other season did they hit 10 Grand Slams?
We're breaking out the tough questions on Easter.
These are tough eggs to crack.
Hard-boiled eggs.
That's a nice look.
She's got a Yankee jersey on.
You got to be a tough guy if you're going to wear that. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can't really be wishy-washy, because you're going to get some grief and you're going to have to stand up for it. You slap those ears on, let's roll.
You know, you know what he could say, though? She made me do it.
Look how the ears, though, go right into the sideburns. I think it's a great look. 2-1. 3-1.
Oh, my goodness.
Bottom third of the order for the Yankees: Posada, Martin, and Gardner.
That's really getting into the holiday spirit.
You got ears, you got headsets, the whole deal. High pop-up. Reynolds runs out of room. Arrieta shaky, letting the first 4 Yankees get on base in the first inning. But after that, he settled down. Swing and a miss. Hey, today after the postgame, catch an all-new WB Mason Presents the Joe Girardi Show, as Joe breaks down the catchers throughout the Bombers system. Plus, get a look ahead to the upcoming series against the White Sox and the Blue Jays. It's an all-new Joe Girardi Show today after the postgame, only on Yes. Russell Martin pops it up. Derek Lee for the second out. Kenny, I know you have a Doppler in your home. So what's the deal with these clouds? It was just a gorgeous day. Is it going to rain?
Yeah, they're coming in. I think the key thing you should watch for is, maybe I should call home, see what's going on. But look for the flags in left center field. If those flags changes, then you're going to see a wind change, of course, and that means something might be rolling in.
Well, they've turned the lights on here at the ballpark because it is now so overcast.
Feel the temperature going down a little bit too.
Like it's moving in from that way. And the 0-2. Slap the other way. The 0-2. Nice play by Mick Kelleher.
He still got the hands. I was talking to Mick before the game. He's got a brand new granddaughter. His daughter Britt, after 2 sons, finally had a daughter. And Mick is very happy about that, as any doting grandfather would be.
The 0-2.
Arrieta tried to get Gardner to chase one. A little upstairs, wouldn't bite.
Strike 3. Arrieta looks so much better than he did early. He works his first 1-2-3 inning and rings up 2 more strikeouts. He has 7 on the game. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
At Planters, living a healthy lifestyle is important. What's my secret? Well, this. A tasty nutrition blend that helps keep the legs pumping. Planters Nutrition, specially mixed for a remarkably nutritious snack.
The sounds of spring. It's a symphony best appreciated at full blast. The moment you've been waiting for has arrived. Spring's best event from Cadillac. But like the beauty of spring, it won't last long.
Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer or CadillacTristate.com for this exceptional offer.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline, does that airline go out of its way to reward you? Well, it should. Because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. So every action has a reaction. Every push has a pull. And every ounce of dedication shown by one party should be met with the same amount of dedication by the other. Dedicated Redcoat customer service. More first-class upgrades. Miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
Time for the answer for the New York State Smokers Quit Line Quiz. Yankees hit 10 grand slams last year. That tied a franchise record. Which other season did they hit 10 grand slams? I'm going to think it's the year that Mattingly hit 6.
87.
Let's see. 87. Yeah. Wow.
And those are the only six
ever.
he ever hit.
Isn't that amazing? Line drive, caught by A-Rod. One away.
If you're Vladimir Guerrero and you see this, you would say if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. A-Rod comes up with this scorching line drive. We're at number 1.
5 in a row for Freddie Garcia. As he tries to navigate his way through the fourth, here's Luke Scott. Singled his first time up. Breaking ball is low.
Last year, Luke Scott was the most valuable Oriole. Hit 27 home runs. That was a career high. He's had 3 straight years of at least 20 since coming over from the Houston Astros.
You ever hear the stories where people go to garage sales and they're poking around, they end up finding a Picasso that's been covered over by something, and they just find a great gold mine in the least likely place? And well, if you look at the Yankee rotation right now, they took flyers on 2 guys. Now, who knows how long they'll be effective and if they can give you 30 starts, but Bartolo Colon and Freddie Garcia have done a really good job so far this year as Luke Scott picks up his second hit.
The Orioles have 2 hits, and Luke Scott has both of them. Target is away, and the pitch is almost middle. And second straight time that Luke Scott has had himself a line drive single. He's right on time with Freddie Garcia.
That's going to bring up Adam Jones, who walked in the first inning. There's a strike.
See Wayne Kirby, the first base coach, with that stopwatch in his hand, the time the pitchers move. Once the ball leaves his hand, how quickly it gets to the catcher. And what he's doing is that he'll relay that message to the base runners. But one thing about the Orioles this year, they haven't been stealing bases. They've got the fewest in the league, only 4. And this is hard to believe with a team with Brian Roberts on it. Roberts only has 1. So they haven't been running.
Nice block there by Martin. You know, you wonder with Roberts, he's been besieged by injuries the last couple of years, that maybe they're saying, hey, knock it off on the bases. We need your glove and we need your bat. We can't get you hurt, tearing yourself up.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's got 1 stolen base. It hadn't been caught. But if I remember correctly, in spring training, he was diving back to first base on an attempted pickoff and hurt his back and missed a lot of time in spring training. And he's had back issues the last couple of years.
Another good block by Martin.
You know, those pitches are designed to try and get Adam Jones to chase the splitters in the dirt. And he's laid off the last 2. Not quite close enough to the strike zone to make him go for it.
The 2-2. Still 2-2.
CC Sabathia was so dominant in last night's game. One of the few mistakes he made was a home run that Adam Jones hit. It wasn't really that bad a pitch. It was out over the plate, and Jones went with it. I think it was more of a case of good hitting as opposed to being a pitch that could be hit out of the ballpark.
Swing and a miss. Got it up to 91 miles an hour. Tomorrow's starting pitchers brought to you by Verizon Fios. Get the ultimate in entertainment on the Ultimate Network. Fios and Network Ahead. Philip Umber, 1-2, 4.42 for the Sox against A.J. Burnett. Looking to finish up April strong, 3-0 with a 4.37. Our coverage begins at 6 p.m. with the BP show right here on Yes.
That's about as hard as Freddie Garcia can throw a ball, that last one. He went upstairs after all those splitters in the dirt. He changed planes, threw one up near the eyes of Jones, and he chased it.
Breaking ball strike to Reynolds.
Remember, steady diet of pitches down in the zone, and all of a sudden he comes in with his best fastball, and it's upstairs, and Jones can't get on top of it.
Two on Reynolds. Reynolds has had more strikeouts the last 3 years than any player in the history of baseball over a 3-year stretch. So Garcia wouldn't mind ringing it up right here. Through the splitter, but Reynolds stayed off. Mark Reynolds is the first player in Major League history to have a lower batting average, 198, than number of strikeouts, 211. That was last year. A lot of wind.
The Chief. El Jefe.
And that's from the character in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Which you still haven't seen.
Kenny was nice enough to buy me that DVD, and now I've misplaced it. And that was 6 years ago.
And it's still probably got the plastic on it.
Which means I could resell it.
One of the greatest American movies ever made.
2-2. 3-2. That's Marvin Hudson, who said no, he did not go.
Starring Jack Nicholson. And Will Sampson is the Chief. He did not swing.
I'll try to watch it on this home slot.
Yeah, right. You don't even know where it is anymore.
I'll find it.
You probably download it.
Okay. Runner goes, 3-2. Foul ball.
And tell me you're not entertained. I dare you to tell me that. There's some baseball in the movie.
All right. And the character legitimately looks like Freddie Garcia, is what you're saying.
You'll be amazed.
All right. Have you ever addressed this with Freddie?
No, but he knows that's his nickname, the Chief. He's probably seen the movie 100 times.
It's a 3-2. Line to left field. Gardner fights it and makes the play. Ball knuckled on him, but he fought it right to the ground and hauled it in for the final out. No runs to hit, no errors. One man left. Good play by Gardner as we go to the fifth. 2-0 Yanks.
That's 6 so far today.
And it's not even noon.
I don't get it. Why are all of our customers switching to coffee from W.B. Mason?
Well, they sell Green Mountain coffee.
So?
At great low prices.
So?
With lots of delicious flavors. And 1 cup brewing means no waste, no mess.
Yep, we clean our pots every month.
And WB delivers fresh coffee every day.
Enough already. There's nothing wrong with our coffee. They just don't know what they're missing. Who but W.B. Mason?
One Coors Light coming up. Here you go.
Thanks. Bob, sweet setup. Yeah, ever since I got this Coors Light home draft, it's like having a bar at home. Thanks. What's your girlfriend gonna say? I got that covered.
You're not on the list.
Bob has a list?
And you're not on it.
The Coors Light Home Draft. CO2 pressurized for up to 30 days of fresh frost-brewed draft beer right from your fridge.
Big Darryl, give it up. How you doing, Sarah? Good to see you.
Come on, really?
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Whoa. Don't want you spilling that hot latte on my driver's seat.
This is my car. Who are you?
I'm the second owner.
The what?
I will own this car after you. Look, I'm not telling you how to drive our car.
Our car?
If you're gonna have a latte in the car, keep a lid on it.
It's a cappuccino.
Still needs a lid.
The highest quality cars, plus an exceptional certified pre-owned program. Good news for the second owner.
Take care of my car.
Visit your local Audi dealer to learn about the many benefits of our comprehensive certified pre-owned program.
Hi, everyone. Bob Lorenz back in studio with your Audi update. Josh Johnson of the Marlins flirting with his second no-hitter of the season. Today, taking a no-hitter into the sixth until Dexter Fowler lights him up with a double. He later scored on a double by Jonathan Herrera. 3-1 there, Marlins in Florida. By the way, Ubaldo Jimenez, the starter for the Rockies, gave up just one hit. It was a 3-run triple. That's it, Michael.
Thank you, Bob. We'll hear from Bob and Jack Curry and Kimberly Jones a little bit later on. 2-0 here as we go to the fifth inning. Skies over Camden Yards, getting a bit darker.
Josh Johnson can deal. Big, strong right-hander.
Here's Derek Jeter. He's 2 for 2. And the pitch is high.
Last hit the Yankees had was Derek's double. So with 2 outs in the second inning.
Derek, before the 2 hits today, 3 for his last 21. But things happened quickly early in the season. So with 2 hits, he went from 221 to 243. Gained 22 points. Popped up. Brian Roberts puts it away. So with his 2 hits today, Derek now has 2,943 hits, tying Frank Robinson. And up next is Willie Keeler. Then Sam Crawford and Sam Rice.
I think Sam Crawford's the all-time leader in triples.
Granderson fouls it away. You can never just say Willie Keeler.
No.
So we got a Willie Keeler.
Yep, Sam Crawford, we've been verified from the truck. He's the all-time leader in triples. I don't know how many, but it was a lot of them.
That one's driven deep to left field. Giving chase to Scott on the run. It's off the wall. Missed a home run the other way by a couple of feet, but Granderson picks up a double.
Well, Granderson gets a 2-base hit, maybe not a triple. He goes with this nice hitting. Just that pitch is out over the plate. You hit it hard the other way, follows it across the plate, gets a little oomph into it, almost got it out of the park, as Michael said. Luke Scott plays the carom, and Curtis Granderson continues his good hitting. That's his 3rd double of the year. Now make it his 4th.
8-game hitting streak. 13 for his last 29. Here's Mark Teixeira. He walked and struck out. That one is lined to right field. It's a base hit in front of Markakis. Granderson had a hold up, though, to see if the ball was going to be caught. The ball, the throw from Markakis got past Lee, but backing up was Wieters. The Yankees have runners on the corners with 1 out for A-Rod.
Even if Granderson got off to the initial start here with the base hit, recognized single, it'd have been tough to score. Markakis balls directly at him. He has a good, strong throwing arm, and he realizes Granderson's going to stop. Ball almost took out Derek Lee at first. You know, he's kind of caught in between. Advances to 90 feet and gives A-Rod an opportunity with for an RBI. Here's the Teixeira following through. Teixeira now 1 for 2 with a walk. And he's been swinging a bat much better.
Here's Alex. 2 walks today. And the count 1-0. .370 with an on-base percentage of .500.
Last night, grand slam, 22nd of his career. Fastball up and out. A no-doubter. The maximum amount of runs on one swing of the bat.
Let's see if they turn two. There's one. On to first. Not in time. A-Rod beat it out. A run scores, and the Yankees lead 3-0.
It looked like his tourist had a little bit of a problem getting the ball out of the glove, and that is the difference on this play. Just enough. He got it over the Roberts. A lot of pressure put on Roberts by Teixeira, and he couldn't get the strong throw off either. So just a hair, a hint of a delay getting the ball to second, and that turns into a run batted in for Alex Rodriguez as he hustles down the line.
17th ribby for Rodriguez. So the Yankees finally add a run after the 2 in the first inning. They're up 3-0. And here is Robinson Cano. Count 1-0.
That's been Arrieta's best pitch today, his breaking ball. He's got 7 strikeouts, and that represents a career high. His previous career high had also come against the Yankees in his major league debut. June 10th of last year, he struck out 6 Yankees.
Now the Yankees have not had the opportunity so far today. They haven't had the right guys on base, but you can run on Jake Arrieta. 15 stolen base attempts against him. 14 successful. Fouled the other way. Arrieta, 25 years old, a 5th-round draft pick in 2007. Lifetime against the Yankees, 2-0, 3.93. And as Kenny mentioned, his first big league win was last June 10th. 6 innings, 3 earned runs. That was in his major league debut against the Yankees. Those are the numbers. 4 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. He threw 106 pitches. On it goes. 2-2 and swung and a miss. And that will do it for the Yankees here in the 5th. They score 1 run on 2 hits. 1 man left. We're halfway through. Yankees up by 3.
This felt like the smartest car.
When Ford swaps your ride, you tend to talk about it. Mallory, you were driving a what?
Honda Accord.
And now you're in a?
Ford Fusion. My gas mileage is awesome because I'm always in the car and I'm driving everywhere.
Mallory, bit of a hugger.
I really like finding things along my route. Find shoe stores.
Destination, shoe store. You guys must be fun to ride around with.
Now, current competitive lessees can get a 2011 Fusion for $159 a month for 24 months. Just $159.
We're going shoe shopping today.
If it was simply about money, every bank loan would be a guarantee of success. At GE Capital, loaning money is the start of the relationship, not the end. I work with players every day. At GE Capital, we succeed only when they do.
Woo! Awesome! Yes! We've got to get you out of the office more often.
My turn to drive.
Can the network you live on handle the computers, TVs, and technology you can't live without? Verizon Fios can. Get the power and speed of America's largest 100% fiber optic network. Verizon Fios, a network ahead.
Hi, I'm PC, your predictably correct morning radio guy.
He's not PC, not predictable. He's Imus.
So he's...
opinionated, irreverent.
I make my big-name guests comfortable so they talk.
He does bigger names and makes them uncomfortable so they squirm. Then they talk.
You want them to squirm?
Yeah, makes it more interesting.
The new Imus on 77 WABC.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by The Med Store at Lord & Taylor, by J&R Music and Computer World, and by Acura. Acura Advance. First pitch to Matt Wieters is low, 1-0. Skied to left field. Gardner is there. One away here in the bottom of the fifth. Take the Yankees with you wherever you go this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Yankees game live or on demand on your computer and your favorite devices. Visit Yankees.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. Pitch is high to Asturias. Yankees playing in at the corners. There's always a threat to bunt. Kenny, did you have one of the peeps we have up in the booth?
No, but I did go for the little bit of chocolate here. I'm going to wait till the end of the inning. I try not to eat during the course of the game.
Peeps are a big part of you know, Easter.
Look at Kim Jones diving in here.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think she got the advanced tip on a famine. So.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Martin will tag out his Turris. 2 away.
Second time that he's gotten his Turris to chase a pitch out of the zone. This time it's a slider down and in. His Turris can't get it. This is no accident to Turris trying to get him to chase pitch out of the zone. Get himself out. Freddie Garcia. I mean, he's made that transformation from a powered pitcher, burning fastball that nobody could catch up to now somebody who can flip everything up there and take speeds, change speeds, and get people out.
Well, we were talking about this during this game against the Rangers. You try to think of pitchers that have had to reinvent themselves and have done it successfully, and the only one that we keep coming up with is Frank Tanana.
Yeah. I had a lot of trouble with Frank.
He was really a flame-throwing left-hander with the Angels and hurt himself, hurt his arm, and then became kind of a junk baller with the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
You had trouble with him when he threw junk up there?
Both times.
Really?
He was just a very good, solid pitcher. I think of all the pitchers I've ever faced, he struck me out the most. Somewhere around 18, 19 times. And it was when he was backed up with Nolan Ryan in Anaheim.
Nasty.
I would, you know, check the newspapers.
Nice play.
Nice play. To make sure one of them had pitched before we got to town, at least hoping so.
Freddie Garcia is dealing and also fielded. A 1-2-3 inning here in the fifth. Let's go to the sixth inning. Yankees up 3-0.
Don't assume it was left by accident. If you see something, say something.
Have you ever imagined having your own outdoor paradise? For years, our customers have told us again and again how Cambridge paving stones with ArmorTech have changed the way they live. And I can say for years, because Cambridge paving stones made with ArmorTech means the color will never fade and will look the same for years to come. The best outdoor living ideas come from Cambridge.
Cambridge paving stones with Armatech, it'll always look like new.
If you think you have to put off getting a new car, think twice, as in Bay Ridge Nissan.
And Nissan on Manhattan.
The combined strength of two of New York's biggest Nissan dealers can offer you easy, low-cost financing.
With twice the selection, twice the credit available. That means our prices just can't be beat, and we can prove it.
Just bring in any ad. 2 times the service.
2 times the savings.
So come in and see how the power of 2 makes beating any price twice as nice.
Sniffing out the best pre-owned Lexus is now puppy's play at preownedplatinum.com. Fetch the pick of the litter from the inventories of the Tri-State's leading Lexus dealers. That's hundreds of cars from which we pick the highest value, lowest priced Lexus in the market that day. Unconditional love or exchange it within 48 hours. At preownedplatinum.com, pedigree is assured by a Carfax vehicle history. We are doggedly committed to making credit easy. So log on now. The pick of the Lexus litter is waiting for you at preownedplatinum.com. We lick those other websites.
Let's check out the results to our text poll. The Toyota text poll. Who is the most exciting young catcher in Major League Baseball? You've been texting us at 58772. Overwhelmingly, you voted Buster Posey, who was great last year, helped the Giants win a World Series, and it's very close with the other 3.
Well, he certainly got the most exposure, but I like Carlos Santana. Switch hitting catcher, excellent defender. Nick Maniac, the manager, has him in his second year as their cleanup hitter.
And the Indians are shockingly in first place in the Central at 13-7, ahead of Kansas City. The Royals are 13-9.
Swish it down with the pants almost on the ground.
Wasn't that a viral video?
He started the game with the socks showing, and he's gone back the other way after striking out his first 2 times up.
He's really trying to get it under his spikes.
Whatever works.
$3-0 Yankees, top of the 6th.
I remember going to spring training and here's a look, and you can see the different look. Going to spring training, they come through and fit you for your uniforms. And I tell the guy with uniform makers, I said, look, I want this to fit exactly right. Because if I don't play well, I want to look good doing it.
We saw that, that shot of you earlier.
Yeah.
They had it tailored beautifully.
Those were the days of the 32-inch waist.
Are those in the rearview mirror?
No.
See, Jeremy Accardo is ready as Arrieta's about to throw his 90th pitch.
32-inch waist and 32-year-old ball player.
That one is drilled to left field. Going back, Scott. And he makes a play in front of the warning track for the first out. You can see Swisher starting to get a little bit annoyed at himself. Some body language. He's 0 for 3. Hit the ball hard and hit the ball hard yesterday.
Since Nick, should say Luke's got back a bit. Hang with him.
Here's Jorge Posada 0 for 2. Grounded to short and struck out. Arrieta starts him off with a breaking ball outside. Like a changeup. Freddie Garcia's thrown 11 straight shutout innings for the Yankees. 6 in his first start, 5 here today. Jorge, no player in Major League Baseball has played 100 games as a DH after 1,000 games as a catcher.
He's got a chance, and the reason being, as being a DH, is less chance of injury as being a catcher. Certainly.
There's a strike. Jorge was taking off the shin guard. Thought that was ball 4.
Just turned going for a little walk. Hasn't said anything. Let's take a look. No, that's a ball. Jorge was right.
Boy, Jorge really taking his time. Collecting himself, his thoughts. Swing and a miss. So now he's even more angry. He thought he had a walk, and it turns into a strikeout.
Strikeout number 9 for Arrieta, who's had at least 1 strikeout in every inning. And this time he goes to the breaking ball, tried to backdoor it. And Posada's underneath it for the strikeout. Tell you, when you're struggling with the bat, a walk feels pretty good, and Jorge thought he had himself one.
Russell Martin chops one to third. Nice play by Reynolds. Off balance throw. I'll put a star next to that one. A great play by the Oriole third baseman as the Yankees go down in order. He took a base hit away from Martin. Check this out. The dive. And then from his knees, he fires a strike to Lee as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
I'm gonna take Allison Jenkins to the senior prom in this.
One day, I'll park this in a spot reserved for me.
Own a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, and chances are they'll own it one day too. With an optional extended limited warranty, your vehicle may be covered for up to 135,000 miles.
It's got 26,000 miles on it now, but I'm gonna take it to 1,000 million.
Hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for 1.99% financing during our certified pre-owned sales event through May 2nd.
Over 500 highway miles on a single tank of gas. 30 highway-rated miles per gallon. The most fuel-efficient sedan in its class. The 2011 LaCrosse from Buick. And now current Buick and non-GM owners can lease this 2011 Buick LaCrosse for $299 per month. See your Tri-State Buick GMC dealer.
Today on an all-new WB Mason presents the Joe Girardi Show. From Russell Martin's strong start to the development of Jesus Montero and Austin Romine, Joe will break down the catchers throughout the system. Plus, the skipper looks ahead to the homestand against the White Sox and Blue Jays. Don't miss an all-new Joe Girardi Show today after the postgame, only on Yes.
Well, tomorrow the Bombers are back in the Bronx to kick off a 4-game set with the White Sox. Our coverage starts at 6 with Audi batting practice today, followed by the Tri-State Ford pregame. Then Al Leiter joins me at the stadium for the call. White Sox Yankees, it all starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes. Nick Markakis takes outside from Freddie Garcia. Yankees lead 3-0. Garcia has allowed just 2 hits, both of them to Luke Scott.
He's done a very good job of keeping these Oriole hitters off balance. Splitters down, occasional fastball up. Go back to the scout report, a change of speed artist. As you were talking about finding a painting underneath something at a yard sale.
Yeah.
A masterpiece. Pretty good outing today. 5 strikeouts, couple of hits.
Now Garcia was 12-6 last year for the White Sox. But I don't think anybody envisioned that he would be this good. They thought they'd get innings out of him. He'd take the ball every 5 days, knew how to pitch. Three-two. Yankees come into today, and there's Koji Uehara in first place in the American League East. They're 11-6, and they have a 3-game lead over Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay leading the Blue Jays by a 2-0 score. That's a final now, so it's over. Tampa Bay's won that. That one is driven to center field. Granderson is there. And there's 2 away.
That was big game James today. I don't know if he went the distance, but he started for the Rays. James Shields.
It's somewhat apropos the Yankees are hitting as many home runs in this little mini 2-game set as they have, because this is the birthplace of Babe Ruth, Baltimore. And legend has it that center field here at Camden Yards was where his dad owned the bar. They have the Babe Ruth Museum, Sports Legends Museum, right outside the ballpark. And they never do this, Kenny, but they're trying to get money for the museum. They have one of the bats that Babe Ruth used in 1927 when he hit 60 home runs. And they actually are letting people handle the bat and swing it and take pictures with it for a $15 donation to the museum.
Looks like a railroad tie. See the size of it?
Big bat. He's a big man. Got to wear that white glove, though.
They didn't have batting gloves in Babe's day. I don't that establishment that his father had. I think it was called a saloon in those days.
Not a disco.
And Joe Girardi coming out here to check with the home plate umpire. What had to do with the count.
Two. Swing and miss.
82 miles an hour. Freddie Garcia, his 6th strikeout of the game. Man, he is changing speeds. You can see the disgustor, Derek Lee.
Here's Vlad Guerrero. Hit a bullet to Alex Rodriguez. His last time up. Alex hauled it in, took away a double. Looking to put it in the seats in left field. He always swings out like that, though. He's never cheated.
Pitch is up. It was up in the zone. It looked like he tried to do too much and kind of pulled off of it. My goodness. It's got to hurt.
I'm surprised he doesn't pull muscles doing that.
You mean those obliques that everybody else has?
Everybody's got one.
Guerrero's been a 9-time All-Star. I don't think you get to be an All-Star that many times with pulled obliques.
Two-one. Boy, is he dealing. He has them so off balance.
83 miles an hour. Did he hit 90 yet today?
Yes, 91.
Okay, 91 once. Little cut on that one. Got him set up for the splitter. There it is, but it's in the dirt. He's close to giving Guerrero his first walk of the year.
Vlad doesn't want it.
No, he doesn't want it. I always felt as a hitter, you go up there to hit, but you got to be willing to accept the walk. I mean, pitchers are wild. Sometimes they're going to walk you.
He struck him out. A breaking ball right over the middle of the plate. Garcia has retired the last 8 in a row. Yankees lead 3-0.
The New York Yankees are great moments.
See ya! What a play! He got him!
Yankee fans, bring your family, friends, or business associates to Yankee Stadium for a group outing and enjoy Yankees baseball in a game day suite. Game day suites can accommodate groups as small as 12 and up to 382 guests with all-inclusive food and non-alcoholic beverage packages. Make your special occasion legendary. Call 212-YANKEES, email suites@yankees.com, or log on to yankees.com/suites.
McDonald's! The simple joy of knowing what they want. And with 20 Chicken McNuggets for $4.99, ringing the dinner bell is a snap.
It works with people. It works with cars. The newly refined Acura TL. Aggression in its most elegant form.
Take advantage of attractive offers on the 2012 Acura TL for well-qualified customers.
You're the best, Mr. Snuggles.
Another pet name? All right, I'm smart enough to notice that my favorite fresh brewed Mickey D's sweet tea is now on the $1 menu, so I'm smart enough for this.
You're the best too, sweet tea.
Pie?
Oh, chipmunk.
Sweet tea and the McDonald's $1 menu.
English Premier League Soccer is on Yes with Arsenal FC. Tuesday at 7. Get a full match preview with Arsenal 360. Then, with the title chase heating up, the Gunners travel to Bolton to take on the Wanderers, followed by club news and interviews on Arsenal World. It all starts Tuesday at 7, only on Yes.
Well, Josh's retease shows us it's 3-0 after 6 innings. That's what that all adds up to. Some good defense, big hits as well. Yankees get 3 runs against Jake Arrieta, and that's where it stands right now as Buck Showalter makes the call to the bullpen brought to you by AT&T, and the call goes out for Koji Uehara. Good numbers for Uehara, and he will face Gardner, Jeter, and Granderson.
He's a control artist, although he has walked 3 in 5 2/3 innings. The Orioles kind of leery of pitching him in back-to-back days because he's had so many injury problems. On our Cadillac scoreboard, Yankees leading 3-0 in the top of the 7th.
High fly ball, left field. Luke Scott puts it away.
This is Larry Rothschild speaking with Freddie Garcia there, and it looks like Freddie's saying, I'm fine, which is, you know, basically what happened in the movie, Michael. Chief never spoke towards the end of the movie.
Don't give it away. Plan to watch that.
Yeah, you're going to watch it tonight, huh?
We might watch Jabba Chamberlain in the 7th as the Yankees go to their formula. Pitch to Derek Jeter as a strike. Derek's 2 for 3 today.
Uehara has a very good split finger fastball. And towards the end of last year, he was the closer. In fact, Yankee fans might remember the night that Alex Rodriguez hit the home run, a 3-run shot to win the game on a 3-2 pitch after the previous pitch had just missed, being the final out.
Derek just ruined that bat. Gets another one.
Various ways to get a good grip on the bat. Derek uses, there's a little tube there, a little stickum. There's also the pine tar rag, rosin.
Jeter down on strikes. So he is 2 for 4 today. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees.
Seems kind of unfair, doesn't it? The hitters have all that paraphernalia that help them out hitting, but when you look at the mound, pitchers only have the rosin bat.
That we see.
There's that stickum too. Players rub that on the bat. You saw Derek Jeter do that.
Wasn't that invented by the Dodgers' Manny Mota? I think it's called a Mota stick.
The Mota stick. I never heard that, but I do know that the donut that you saw there was invented by Elston Howard, former Yankee great catcher. There it is right there. Every once in a while you see a player having trouble get a donut off the bat, and they really have to struggle to get it off. It gets stuck on there. And there's another tube. This is something a little different as well.
I've had trouble with donuts my whole life. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a strong inning for Koji Uehara as he retires the Yankees in order. 1-2-3. Time for the 7th inning stretch in Baltimore. Yankees lead 3-0.
What are you doing, Bob? I finally figured out how to get my lawnmower to sense precisely the speed I want to walk. It's going to be effortless.
Why don't you just get one of these? Toro Personal Pace Technology. Mowing has never been easier.
We will experience a 30-minute delay. Thank you for your patience.
When you just can't wait for Rocky Mountain cold refreshment, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
When Ford swaps your ride, you tend to talk about it. A lot. You've had the Escape for a week.
I was a Honda guy for a long time. The Escape actually has great gas mileage. I need something fuel efficient. It's very important. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I keep a ton of stuff in my car.
You have the park assist in that, right?
You take your hands off the wheel.
That is crazy. How's that work on your Honda?
What Honda?
Now, current competitive lessees can get a 2011 Escape for just $189 a month for 24 months.
I think we need to try it a little longer, about a year.
Hi, everyone. Bob Lorenz with your Tri-State Ford update. Another good day for the Tampa Bay Rays and another great outing for James Shields. After going the whole way in his last start, Shields makes it back-to-back complete games. He gets Juan Rivera to pop out to Kelly Shopping. So 7 strikeouts on the day for Shields in this Tampa Bay win, 2-0. Tampa Bay now 10-3 since starting the year 1-8, and Shields lowers his ERA. Second straight complete game victory. This one a shutout. Guys, we'll have more for you on the post game. See you then.
Well, thank you, Bob. We look forward to seeing you and Jack Curry and Kimberly Jones. We will not see any more from Freddie Garcia. What a first 2 outings for him. 6 shutout innings in each. 1 6-inning shutout against the Texas Rangers, and 1 now against the Baltimore Orioles. Well, today and throughout the Yankee season on Yes, we're asking you to vote along with us for the Chevy Player of the Game. Text your vote to 58772 or vote online at yesnetwork.com. Now, today's candidates are the aforementioned Freddie Garcia, Curtis Granderson, Derek Jeter, and Alex Rodriguez. Vote now. Make your voice heard. Standard text messaging rates apply. But Freddie Garcia turns over the pitching duties to Jabba Chamberlain. So Jabba will come on and pitch the 7th, and Freddie will watch the rest of the game from the Yankees clubhouse.
Jabba comes in, making his 11th appearance of the year. 10 strikeouts in 10 innings, just 3 walks for Jabba Chamberlain so far this year. And his fastball is going to look like an express compared to Freddie Garcia's. And he gets the 7th. Usually the formula has Rafael Soriano in the 8th and then Mariano Rivera in the 9th. And Jabba, the first of the 3, that can close out a game when the Yankees have a lead.
And the first batter he's going to face is Luke Scott. And that's the one guy that Freddie Garcia could not handle. The 2 hits he allowed, both of them by Luke Scott. Single right center in the 2nd. Single right in the 4th, and that's it. He allowed 2 other base runners, a walk to Adam Jones, a walk to Matt Wieters. And boy, this guy could be some find if he keeps pitching like this, Kenny.
Yes, he will be. And I think that he gives such a different look. Off-speed stuff. You know, everybody's used to the power pitchers, and but Freddie Garcia proves it's about location and changing speeds.
Cadillac scoreboard, 3-0 Yankees as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Luke Scott, Adam Jones, and Mark Reynolds against Jabba. And the pitch to Scott is low. Jabba's been throwing a lot harder this year. At one point he had pushed the fastball at 98 miles an hour, but he's right around 94, 95. Foul back.
Big right-hander Jim Johnson warming up in the Oriole bullpen. He's got good stuff too. Good hard sinker, good hard slider. One time they thought about making him a starter, but he's been very effective out of the bullpen.
There's a slider by Jabba, and the count 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Another good slider.
Now what does Scott look for? Does he look for the fastball or the slider here?
Yeah, he's kind of caught in between because he was looking for fastball in this pitch. It was ahead on the count. And he got the breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Got the off-speed pitch in the dirt. Russell Martin will get the put out at first, and a strikeout for Chamberlain.
Once again, went to the very same pitch. This is more like a curveball. This one had more like a curveball break to it. Either way, Scott didn't get either one of those breaking balls, and he's out number 1. Jabba picks up another strikeout.
There's Adam Jones. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Crowd of 25,051. A lot less than the usual Yankee-Oriole tilt, but considering this is a holiday weekend and Easter Sunday and also Passover might have held the crowd down just a bit. Yesterday they had close to 40,000. And they might have had that same sort of crowd on Friday in the game that was rained out. Hot shot up the middle, almost took off Jabba's head. A base hit for Adam Jones. That's scary.
Jabba had the low bridge just at the last second. Ooh, just cleared his shoulder. But Adam Jones had himself a bait catch on. Chuck and duck. Job of checking on Adam Jones, who leads the Orioles in stolen bases with 2. A little tardy on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Driven to right field and deep. Going back. Swisher looking up. See ya. A home run off the bat of Mark Reynolds. And the Yankee lead is now 3-2. That breaks an 0 for 22 slide from Mark Reynolds as he picks up his second home run of the year.
Well, we did mention he's got an awful lot of power, and this time going to the opposite field. Check out the location of the pitch. It's up and out over the plate, and he gets good wood on it. And Nick Swisher, it's got the same location where Adam Jones hit his opposite field homer last night. Here's another look. And it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Wheeler's trying to tie it up. Wheeler's just walked and flied out to left. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Martin. So the Yankees scored 2 in the first and 1 in the fifth. The Orioles had been shut down by Freddie Garcia. And then the call to the bullpen has resulted in the first run for the O's. A 2-run home run by Mark Reynolds. So it's 3-2 Yankees, bottom of the 7th. No action in the Yankee bullpen. This is Java's inning. And then Soriano in the 8th and Rivera in the 9th.
Just that pitch was up to Reynolds where he could get to it. He'd been struggling with just about everything that Freddie Garcia had thrown. Did you say he was 0 for 22?
0 for 22.
Broke out of it in style with a home run.
The 2-2. Foul tip held on to by Martin for the second out. Second strikeout for Java.
See what this pitch was. Looked like a curveball and just got a piece of it. Martin able to hold on to it for the strikeout.
Here's Cesar Esturis. He struck out twice against Freddie Garcia. Count 1-0. Punched out to left field. Gardner coming on and makes the play on the run. Had it played beautifully. But the Orioles get on the board. 2 runs on 2 hits. The home run by Mark Reynolds pulls the Orioles to within 1.
At Planters, living a healthy lifestyle is important. What's my secret? Well, this. A tasty nutrition blend that helps keep the legs pumping. Planters Nutrition, specially mixed for a remarkably nutritious snack.
Are you overwhelmed by financial difficulties?
Our bankruptcy lawyers help thousands of clients, just like you, get the fresh start you deserve.
1,000 thank yous are not enough to express the gratitude I feel.
Speaking to you has made us feel comfortable that things will turn out all right, which it did.
After all, bankruptcy is not the end. It's a new beginning.
To find out how recent changes in the law can help you protect your home and assets, call the law offices of David I. Pankin PC at 888-LAW-9600 today.
You wouldn't send a kid with a garden hose to put out a 5-alarm fire. So when you get hit by bed bugs, stop kidding around. Call Bell Environmental, the experts you can trust. Roscoe, our bed bug sniffing dog, will find the problem, and our instant freeze will fix it. Bell Environmental treats your home or office without harmful chemicals or damage to your belongings. Safe and thorough. That's Bell Environmental, the professionals you can trust.
Let's compare 3D on Dish Network and DirecTV. DirecTV is leading the 3D revolution with more exclusive content than anyone. Live 3D sports, concerts, plus the latest Hollywood releases. In fact, DirecTV has 4 dedicated 3D channels, and Dish Network, 0. The most 3D content, another reason why 50 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
As we head to the 8th inning, it's time for the Land Rover drive of the game.
Let's go all the way back to the 1st inning after Derek Jeter had a leadoff single. Curtis Granderson is now tied for the leading home run with Jose Bautista. That's his 7th, and it's also our Land Rover drive of the game.
New pitcher for the Orioles will be Jim Johnson. Coach Uehara with a 1-2-3 7th inning. Now the hard-throwing Johnson will face the heart of the Yankee order, 3, 4, and 5, starting with Teixeira.
Johnson's got pretty good stuff. Good sinker, good hard slider. As I mentioned, the Orioles that toyed with the fact of making him a starter. 6 games, 7 hits in 6 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, just 1 walk.
Skied the other way and out of play.
But in those 7 1/3 innings, he's allowed 2 home runs.
Right in on the fist. Brian Roberts will get Teixeira for the first out. That was off the thumbs. David Robertson is warming, which is somewhat curious. The 8th inning, as Joe Girardi has so emphatically stated, is the property of Rafael Soriano. So either that means that Soriano's not available or Mariano's not available and Soriano would close.
It would seem that both of them are rested well enough.
Well, Mariano last pitched on Tuesday. Talked to him before the game. He seemed like he was fine, lounging on the couch in the Yankee clubhouse, watching Sports Center.
Soriano picked up a save on Wednesday.
Buddy Carlisle pitched the 9th inning yesterday as CeCe gave them 8. And the count is 3-1. We're right. 0-0 is wrong, so the scoreboard's a bit off right now.
3 outs. I don't think A-Rod would be hitting.
He's not hitting as he walks for the 3rd time today. So 3 walks and a fielder's choice RBI ground out for A-Rod today. Bird's eye view.
And Warehouse has only been hit 1 time. And that was by Ken Griffey Jr. in batting practice prior to the All-Star game here at Camden Yards. It's been hit on a bounce or 2, but never on the fly. Only by Griffey Jr. and not in a real game.
Right back to Johnson. There's 1. And there's 2. So the Oriole bullpen has shut down the Yankees as the Yankees don't score here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Bombers.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline, does that airline go out of its way to reward you? It should, because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. Dedicated Redcoat customer service. More first-class upgrades. Miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
Get out of the cookie-cutter carpool and ditch the box on wheels for this. The road-ripping, fuel-friendly Mazda 3. It outperforms Civic and Corolla with more standard horsepower and available high-tech features. Because if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. What do you drive? During the New York Auto Show, lease a new Mazda 3 for just $149 a month when you get $500 bonus cash.
Secondhand smoke is bad for kids. Did you know that? I learned it in school. Even in big rooms, the cigarette smoke goes everywhere. And when you breathe it in, you could get asthma. That's the truth. It makes me really scared. Does it make you really scared?
Quit smoking today. Call 1-866-NY-QUITS for help.
There is no better place than WB Mason to buy contract office furniture. You'll find the quality brands you want at low WB Mason prices, including free space planning and design. For all your contract office furniture needs, who but WB Mason? Hey, we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's time for the GE Capital Partner Play. Great partnerships are built on trust, Kenny. At GE Capital, we prove that every day.
And so did Jim Johnson here, building on trust. He throws the ball to his tourist and then on to Derek Lee. Nicely turned double play. Quick throw to second. His tourist took plenty of time to turn it over as Cano hits into the double play that ended the top half of the 8th inning.
So David Robertson gets the call. And he's been close to perfect so far this year. 8 games, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 5 hits, and 2 walks, so a whip of 1, an ERA of 0.
So Joe Girardi makes the move for David Robertson. One thing I think about Robertson, it seems to be throwing harder this year. His fastball is topped out at 93. We're used to seeing 91, and he always has had a very good breaking ball.
Now, Kenny, you never need another reason to watch the post-game show. But this now adds another layer. Why go with Robertson in the 8th? What's the deal with Soriano? Let's see how they play out the 9th inning as well. You always need explanations on why stuff happened from the manager, and that's what you get on the post-game with Bob and Jack and Kim. Stick around. Here's Brian Roberts. There's the start.
'92.
The 0-2. Ooh, just missed. 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Martin sets the target out there, and this doesn't miss by much. A little out. Martin tried to bring it back in. A little cut action on that fastball.
Roberts with a 10-game hitting streak. He's 0 for 3 so far this afternoon. Got a piece to stay alive.
And more of a curveball that time from Robertson. I think Joe Girardi's gaining more and more confidence in David Robertson, and that might be another reason why you see him in clutch situations. I think of the game in Toronto where he came in with the bases loaded, struck out 2 hitters to preserve a Yankee lead.
Hot shot in the second. Right there is Cano from the outfield grass, 1 away. So Robertson gets the first out. Now here's Nick Markakis. He is 0 for 3. Foul back. Good hard fastball, checks his swing, and Brian Runge said yes, he did. So the count 1-1. Markakis grounded to first, struck out looking, and flied out to center. There's a breaking ball strike.
That's more of the curveball from Robertson. I mean, he's got some weapons out there. Now it looks like he's got a little cut to his fastball.
There's a base hit for Nick Markakis. Markakis has been struggling. He was 4 for 34 before that hit.
Looked like this one had too much in the middle of the plate. That was borderline strike. Might have been out of the zone, but it was kind of low and in where Markakis just rake it to right field.
Fastball to Lee is inside. Derek Lee today is 0 for 3. Grounded to second in the first, grounded to first in the third, and then struck out in the sixth. Strange number that jumps out at you for a guy that's batting third in the Oriole lineup. Derek Lee is 0 for 13 this year with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, I mean, it's no runs batted in his last 14 games.
The 2-0. 2-1.
That was the Oriole closer, Kevin Gregg, up in their bullpen.
He has certainly not been lights out for the O's, but they're trying to straighten him out. as Robertson chases back Markakis. Yankees looking to sweep this mini 2-game set. It was a 3-game set, but shortened after the rainout on Friday. Yesterday, the Yankees won 15-3 behind 5 home runs. Count 2-2.
Derek Lee didn't get the max out of spring training. He was coming off thumb surgery. There's Boone Logan, left-hander, warming up in the Yankee bullpen. The thumb was fine, but when he started to hit, his hand had been immobilized most of the winter, and then he got tendonitis in his wrist from swinging the bat, and then he had to be shut down for a while.
The 2-2. High fly ball, right field. Nick Swisher settling underneath it will put it away for the second out. And Lee just missed that one.
Here's another look. He had some good swings during this hole at bat. This pitch is up and out over the plate. It was dangerous to Reynolds, but you're right, Michael. He couldn't quite get on top of it and drive it. Lee has 1 home run this year, and it was an opposite field home run here in Baltimore.
Guerrero grounds one up the middle for a base hit. Markakis is going to third. Granderson flips the ball into second. So the Orioles have the tying run 90 feet from home. Well, let's manage along with Girardi, Kenny. You got Luke Scott coming up. You got the lefty Boone Logan ready. You got David Robertson, who's pretty good against lefties. And on the bench, you got Jake Fox and Robert Andino, who could pinch hit if you bring in the lefty. Now Mariano's up as well.
Well, right now, the Yankees are having a team discussion on the mound. If this breaks up and then Joe Girardi heads out of the dugout, it means that Boone Logan's coming in the ballgame to face Luke Scott, which will probably mean Buck Showalter will counter with Jake Fox. And it's just a matter who Joe Girardi feels he wants hitting in this particular situation. Scott, who already has 2 hits and 3 at-bats, or does he want Jake Scott coming off the Jake Fox coming off the bench?
He doesn't feel uncomfortable with Robertson against lefties. He thinks he has the stuff to get out lefties. Now, when you look at who's warming up in the bullpen right now, Boone Logan and Mariano, that would lead you to believe that something's up with Soriano, so we'll find out on the postgame. Yankees trying to hold on to a 3-2 lead. Scott has 2 hits and 3 at-bats lifetime against Robertson, and he's 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and a strikeout. The singles against Garcia, the strikeout against Chamberlain. Now, that was just to give Boone Logan more time, or Mariano.
Mariano, correct.
Well, if you're going to bring in Mo, then you wonder why Boone Logan was even warming up. And I think this slow walk and the throws over to first were about getting Mariano ready, because Boone Logan was ready.
Yeah.
It's Mariano who's going to come. So Mariano hold on for a 4-out save. 1 here in the 8th and 3 in the 9th. Yankees holding on to a 3-2 lead.
We wiped the slate clean. Then we created a powerful, refined, and aerodynamic design destined to shape our future. Automobile Magazine's 2011 Design of the Year, the Jaguar XJ. Learn more at jaguarperforms.com.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Is the pen mightier than the sword?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
The official ice cream of the New York Yankees could be your ticket to the game. Every carton of delicious Turkey Hill Bronx Bomber Sundae and Pinstripe Brownie Blast is a chance to win Yankees tickets.
Brain freeze. Ring in the closer.
So get into the game with Turkey Hill, official ice cream of the New York Yankees.
The 2011 Jaguar XJ holds its value better than the BMW 7 Series or Mercedes S-Class, making the decision to own a Jaguar just as rational as it is emotional. Learn more at jaguarperforms.com.
Well, those are the numbers on Mariano Rivera on this road trip. He blew a save in Game 1 against the Toronto Blue Jays on Tuesday, and I believe that was the 5th game that he was used in 7. And then in a save situation on Wednesday, they skipped over Mariano and they went to Rafael Soriano. You see the numbers so far on Mariano. And it's funny, Mariano's been off since Tuesday. So he's off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was a rain out, yesterday another pitch. And he said after yesterday's game, too much rest isn't good either. It's a real tightrope that you walk with closers. And now we're going to see Mariano in the 8th inning for the first time this year.
First time this year, Joe Girardi had said he wouldn't normally do this, but situation Soriano for some reason not available today, and with Robertson putting 2 men on, he goes to Mariano Rivera.
Luke Scott 2 for 13 against Rivera and 1 a home run. Pinch runner at first base is Felix P.A. He comes in to pinch run for Guerrero. Also, this certainly is a clarion call that Joe does not have real faith in Boone Logan at this point, as he decides to go with Rivera for 4 outs. Let's see if they send P.A. to get him into second base against Rivera. Now that's the go-ahead run for the Orioles. So any kind of extra base hit, PA has a better chance to score than Vlad Guerrero. But you also lose Guerrero's bat in a close game where he can come up again. On Tuesday, Rivera's cutter didn't cut that much. That one is ripped to left deep. Going back, Gardner, and he makes the play! What a play by Gardner to save the lead for the Yankees. Luke Scott hit it hard. Kenny, what a play by Brett Gardner.
And that's why Brett Gardner's got to be in the lineup. I mean, tremendous speed. There's not many left fielders would have made this play. The game on the line, and he hauls it in.
Mariano letting his defense do some work. Luke Scott can't believe it.
People tested the Chevy Cruze LTZ against the competition.
It's sleek, it's compact.
A little bigger than I expected.
Nice looking car.
See for yourself. Test drive Cruze against the competition during Dare to Compare. Only at your participating Chevy dealer. Or check out the EPA estimated 42 mpg Highway Cruze Eco, the best highway miles per gallon of any gas engine in America.
Qualified lessees can get a low mileage lease on a 2011 Chevrolet Cruze LS for around $159 a month. Call for details. Find your nearest dealer on ChevyOffers.com.
Meet me by the sea again, past the point the shoreline bends, where the sand is soft and warm and hangs upon your golden arm, and time won't move at all.
I'm gonna take Allison Jenkins to the senior prom in this.
One day, I'll park this in a spot reserved for me.
Own a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, and chances are they'll own it one day too. With an optional extended limited warranty, your vehicle may be covered for up to 135,000 miles.
It's got 26,000 miles on it now, but I'm gonna take it to 1,000 million.
Hurry into your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for 1.99% financing during our certified pre-owned sales event through May 2nd.
He drives that one deep to left field. That ball is gone. See ya! See ya! See ya! A long home run by Posada.
White Sox, Yankees. Coverage starts tomorrow at 6, only on Yes.
Kevin Gregg comes in for the Orioles, and he deals low and inside to Nick Swisher. Crowd still buzzing over the play by Brett Gardner. Playing shallow, used all of his speed, all of his height, and hauled in what could have been a go-ahead double, because that probably would have scored PA from first base. So not only did he save the lead, might have saved the game with that play.
Here's another look, and as I mentioned, not many left fielders are going to make this play. The all-out speed of Brett Gardner as he hauls it in and slows himself down with the help of the left field wall.
Nick Swisher cracks one to right center. Adam Jones on the run makes the play for the first out. So Nick Swisher 0 for 4. Those are the numbers on Gregg, signed as a free agent to be the closer for the Orioles. He's nailed down 2 saves, 8 hits in 6 innings, 4 walks, so 12 base runners in 6 innings, a whip of 2, not good, and 6 strikeouts. Here's Posada, 0 for 3 today, and he's 3 for his last 25. Strike. Kind of a class war going on here in Baltimore. Every time the Yankee fans start the "Let's Go Yankees" cheer, the Oriole fans try to boo them down. Gone on a couple of times over these last couple of days. Posada smacks one to center, and it's dropped by Adam Jones. He had that one in his glove. That should be an E8.
I believe so too. Jones is a former Gold Glove winner, but that won't reach get you into precious metals this particular play. In and out, heartbreak.
And it is an E8, and Eduardo Nunez will pinch run for Posada. Hit the heel of the glove, did not stay in the pocket.
You might be looking for a stolen base attempt here with Nunez.
Pitch to Russell Martin as a strike. Exciting game on an Easter Sunday here in Baltimore. Yankees took a 3-0 lead after 4.5 innings, but the Orioles come back with 2 in the 7th on a home run by Mark Reynolds, and that's where we stand right now. The nail biter, 3-2 Yankees lead, top of the 9th inning. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday a laugher at 15-3. This one not so funny.
Yeah, but if the Yankees pull this one out, it shows you they can play all types of games. They win the close ones, and of course they got the power to blow people out. Nunez, by the way, has never been caught in the big leagues. Last year he was 5-0 in the stolen base department. Looks like he's trying to measure up Gregg's move. Wieters has been throwing well lately, though.
Now, if you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, you've got Adam Jones, Mark Reynolds, and Matt Wieters, 6, 7, and 8 in the Oriole order, and all 3 could hit the ball out. Count 2-1 to Martin. Runner goes. Swung and a miss. Throw to second. Got it. Great tag by Asturias. Tagged him on the way by.
That was Tony Pena back in spring training, the Yankees bench coach and former Gold Glove catcher, saying how much Wieters has improved, how much more quickly he's getting rid of the ball. Nunez tagged. The throw wasn't a great throw, but it kind of led his Torres into the runner where he could make the tag. And the question is, did he actually tag him?
Boy, I don't know, Tim.
Yeah, that's... You can see Nunez is going to try and slide away.
Maybe got him on that leg.
Yeah, maybe got him on the leg.
Russell Martin wants to walk. And here's Brett Gardner. Gardner, 9th inning home run yesterday. That electrified the Yankee bench, particularly their manager, Joe Girardi. Today he's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a fly ball to left.
Of course, Gardner on defense, racing for all he's worth, and then the boarding house reach pulls it in. It's one of the better plays of the season, especially considering the situation.
There's a strike. Slap the other way. The Yankees certainly want to straighten out Gardner offensively because he lends a completely different view to their offense. Right now it's power base, but when he's on base, well, pitchers have to worry, catchers have to worry as well.
I think one of the key plays last night was his hustle double. Just showed you what he could do on the bases.
He swings and misses. He has a hat trick for strikeouts today. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 1 man left. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Can Mo hold it?
There are over 358 million trillion gallons of water on Earth. But not all water is created equal. Only 1/1000,000,000% is filtered naturally beneath the Earth, with a distinct balance of minerals, and emerges crisp and refreshing enough to be called Poland Spring. Poland Spring 100% natural spring water, born better.
My Bob's is different. Not only can you buy my Big Kahuna sofa and love seat for only $7.99.
Choose from a rainbow of custom colors, 16 to be exact, for only $29.99 more. Elsewhere?
Nowhere. Hate to wait? I'll have it in your home in 21 days or less.
Try getting that at other stores.
At My Bob's, it's not how much you're going to pay, but how little.
Bob's is different. Quality, choice, and how little you have to pay is why.
At the end of the day, you can't fool people. Nothing sells like the truth. From our fresh pack sauce, to our fresh veggies, to our 100% fresh dough, never frozen. At Papa John's, we believe fresh is better. Nobody does what Papa John's does.
Get a large Works pizza loaded with 7 delicious toppings, or a Tuscan 6-cheese pizza. Your choice, just $11 each. Order now at papajohns.com.
Everything's better when Papa's in the house. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Volvo. Pay nothing to repair or maintain your new Volvo for the first 5 years. Volvo for life. By Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of the New York Yankees. And by Mazda. Zoom, zoom. Well, those guys are not enjoying this game. But you are, and we are. Now let's see if Yankee fans get total enjoyment with a victory. Mariano 3 outs away from nailing this one down. They got the final out of the 8th, albeit in dramatic fashion. A great running play by Brett Gardner. And now he's going to face Adam Jones, Mark Reynolds, and Matt Wieters here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Getting dark here in Baltimore, overcast skies. Lights have been on since maybe the first third of the game.
At the end of the day, you can't fool people.
Volvo, pay nothing to repair or maintain your new Volvo for the first 5 years. Volvo for life. By Pepsi Max, the official soft drink of the New York Yankees. And by Mazda. Zoom, zoom. Well, those guys are not enjoying this game, but you are and we are. Now let's see if the Yankee fans get total enjoyment with the victory. Mariano 3 outs away from nailing this one down. They got the final out of the 8th, albeit in dramatic fashion. A great running play by Brett Gardner. And now he's going to face Adam Jones, Mark Reynolds, and Matt Wieters here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Getting dark here in Baltimore, overcast skies. Lights have been on since maybe the first third of the game was over. Started off as a beautiful sunny day. There are thunderstorms in the forecast. So Mo wants to close this out. Home plate umpire Angel Campos just waved up to the press box to shut the music off. They finally did, and here we go. Fouled away. 95-mile-an-hour fastball for Mariano. Now, we had CC at 99 on a pitch yesterday, and I asked him, were you throwing that hard? He goes, I think the gun in the ballpark is a little fast. I said, no, we had it on our yes gun the same. He goes, well, I don't know, maybe. He said, I know I felt pretty good.
You know, and I think last night was the first game of the regular season where CC had a chance to pitch in warmish type weather. Maybe he got a little looser. And was really pounding the fastball. The other stuff was working well, too. Changeup was excellent. His breaking ball was very sharp. And when he has those threes working, he's very difficult to deal with.
Count 1 and 2. So far today, Jones is 1 for 2. He walked, he struck out, and then he singled to center field in the 7th and came around to score on Mark Reynolds' home run. The 1-2. Still 1 and 2. Mariano always smiles when in spring training he hears that the manager's only going to use him 1 inning. And he goes, yeah, we'll see how that works out. He knows there's always going to be an exception. This is one of those days. Will Girardi wants this game. Called on Mariano to get the final out of the 8th. And now the 3 outs here in the 9th. 41-year-old closer. 2-2. And the last thing you want to do is walk the tying run in the bottom of the 9th inning. Alex Rodriguez deep at third and very close to the line, guarding against the extra base hit. Outfielders are deep. Jones stays alive.
The other day in Toronto when Mariano couldn't convert to save, his control was off. And he walked the batter, threw a wild pitch. To me, it was like somebody else was in his uniform.
He did not get the loss. That game went into extra innings, and Ivan Nova took the loss in that one. 3-2. Jones hanging in there. This is the second game of 16 straight games without an off day for a Yankee team that has been seemingly more off than on with the rainouts and the scheduled off days this April. The 3-2. Spoiling pitches. This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he missed inside and walked him. That's never a good sign when Mariano walks people. It means he's not quite sharp.
Very close, but the cutter didn't break enough to dart over the inside corner. After pitches away, he tried for the inside corner and just missed. You can see it was inside. Adam Jones showing a good eye as he draws a leadoff walk. He wasn't sure. He looked back at the umpire.
And here's Mark Reynolds. Reynolds with a 2-run home run in the 7th. There's the strike. Yankees trying to hold on to a game they led 3-0 halfway through. Reynolds is the one who made it close. He broke an 0-for-22 slide with the 2-run home run against Java. Hit it to right center field, just to the left of the high scoreboard. Stares in, wanted that one. Didn't get it from Campos.
We get another look. Man. Campos is definitely making him throw the ball over the plate.
Count 1-2. Jones scampers back.
As I said, the Orioles haven't been running, but Jones does lead the team with 2 steals.
Tony Pena giving signs whether there's a pitch out. And the count 2-2. Two-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Orioles have a new hitting coach this year, Jim Presley. And longtime hitting coach Terry Crowley remains in the organization, but Jim Presley's been working with the Reynolds to try and cut down on his strikeouts.
Goes Reynolds.
Got that 2-seamer in, and he just got a piece of it. It came straight down on his ankle or shin. And longtime trainer Richie Bancells is coming out to talk to Reynolds after this. Oh, off the back leg, back knee. See the ball running in. When you're a hitter, you usually think cutter. Going away as a right-handed hitter right off the top of the kneecap. That's got to be painful. All smiles at the moment, but that isn't erasing the pain. At least not yet.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Adam Jones, the tying runners at first. Yankees lead 3-2. Alex Rodriguez again deep at third, close to the line. Russell Martin stares in to get the sign from the dugout. Now he gives it to Mariano. Strike 3. Reynolds down looking. 1 away.
You notice after he fouled the ball off his knee to Mariano, and Russell Martin decided, let's come right back in there. He's got that lingering pain in his mind to go right back to the same pitch, and this time Mariano gets the call on the inside corner, and Reynolds is struck out.
That was a call that Mariano wanted to get on Jones and didn't. This time he gets it on Reynolds. Here's Matt Wieters, the catcher. Swing and a miss. Well, they are making Rivera work. 20 pitches already. Jake Fox has come out on deck to pinch hit for his Churis. Low and outside, 1-1.
Trying to pick off the outside corner. Not staying in one place too often. In, out. And just about every pitch has been down.
Cutter in on the hands, 1-2. Foreboding clouds coming over the left field grandstand. Getting dark here at Camden Yards. And the pitch. Just inside.
This is the type of game that has everybody on the top step. I'm sure the people watching at home are sitting on the edge of their seats.
What Mariano does with a runner on base is he varies the time that he holds the ball. He doesn't really rush himself or slide step, anything like that, but he makes it very tough for the runner to time. A long set and the pitch. Fouled away.
That was longer than any other set so far. Just to kind of freeze Jones over at first base. Take the spring out of his legs while he takes his lead.
Two. Grounded foul. Well, they are not moving Jones at first. They're keeping him anchored there. As Buck realizes he has guys that can hit the ball out. Jones led off the ninth with a walk. Swing and a miss, he got it. Orioles are down to their final out. And after that final out, join Bob Lorenz and Jack Curry back in the studio for the WB Mason postgame. Get a complete recap and breakdown of this series with the O's. Plus, Kimberly Jones will get the reaction from the clubhouse. It's all coming up later on the WB Mason postgame, only on Yes. Well, the Yankees hoping it's not that much later. as Jeter meeting with Rivera and Martin at the mound. Now you have to worry about Jones going.
Jones going. You also have to worry about Jake Fox at the plate. This is Buck Showalter's biggest bolt off the bench. Fox so far this year just 2 for 17. Had just a fantastic spring training. Led all major leagues with 10 home runs. But the problem for him, he's not a good defensive player.
And there's a strike whispering across the outside corner. A walk to Jones, a strikeout to Reynolds, a strikeout to Wieters. And now the pinch hitter Jake Fox batting for Cesar Izturis. Line drive, a base hit to right field. Adam Jones will stop at second as Nick Swisher flips the ball in. So now the tying run moves to second base, and it'll bring up the dangerous Brian Roberts.
After the first pitch was away, Mariano goes back out there again, and Jake Fox goes with it. Line drive by Robinson Cano into right center field for a base hit. Adam Jones is going to stop right there. You can see Swisher come up with it quickly. And that is going to be a pinch runner for Fox.
Well, now Buck has used everybody on his bench, all the position players. PA is pinch run. Jake Fox was pinch hitter, and now Robert Andino pinch runs. So he's going for it right here with Brian Roberts at the plate. Pitch is high. Mariano getting up to a pitch count that he's not used to. The next pitch will be his 30th. 5 for 16 lifetime against Mariano is Brian Roberts. And you can see Mariano's control is a bit off. And it's 3-0 with Nick Markakis on deck.
Martin thought that was a strike.
So did Joe.
So did I.
The 3-0. Poured it right in there for a strike. The 3-1. Past it, diving Teixeira down the right field line. Adam Jones scores. They're waving home Andino. Here's the throw. Here's the play at the plate. He's out. And we'll go to extra innings. So the game is tied on the double by Roberts, but Andino is thrown out on the relay by Mark Teixeira. And the grounds crew is ready to put the tarp on as the clouds are really dark over the ballpark.
Very well executed by the Yankees. Swisher to Cano to Martin. And there's the tag at Andino, called out by Angel Campos. And the ball game is tied. Going to extra innings.
Well, we go to the 10th. Game tied at 3.
Queen bed in white or black, only $3.99.
With my Bobo-Pedic 8 queen set, only $9.98. $800 less than Tempur-Pedic's 8-inch set without the bed.
That'll make them cringe.
Busted!
Lady, you shouldn't be here.
Oh, I'm not here. I'm just a figment of your imagination. But you are thinking about grabbing a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light at happy hour. Maybe you can even buy me one.
You're gorgeous. What's your name?
Jim. And thanks.
Keep it up, Kimbo.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
We imagined a crossover
that was more capable and fuel efficient. We gave it better highway fuel economy than Honda Pilot or Toyota 4Runner. In fact, we engineered the GMC Acadia with better highway fuel economy than any other 8-passenger crossover. We thought smarter, but we didn't stop there. And now lease this 2011 GMC Acadia for $299 per month. See your Tri-State Buick GMC dealer.
My new Dalton is one of a baker's dozen bedrooms, all only $9.99 each.
Style?
Yes.
Value?
Yes, yes.
The competition?
No, no, no. My Bob's is different from all the rest.
So Mariano Rivera blows his second straight save opportunity, and only by a whisker does he get extra innings out of this. A good relay by Swisher to Cano, and then an excellent tag by Russell Martin.
There's the excellent throw to Cano, who turns and fires using that strong arm, and the sweep tag by Russell Martin to get Andino. That gives the Yankees a chance to win this one in extra innings.
It's hard to tell. Campos said he was out. Jeremy Accardo deals to Derek Jeter.
Here's another look, and gee, it's still too close to tell. The umpire was right there. Here he is. He was sent all the way. There was no hesitation by John Russell, the third base coach. And watch the Oriole dugout. They're racing along with Andino. No, back to the dugout.
And when Andino started to argue with Campos, Showalter got out there quickly because that's his last player, and he needs Andino, who's at shortstop right now. Jeter drills one slowly to third, fielded by Reynolds, off balance throw. Jeter reaches. Boy, that is some play by Derek Lee to keep Jeter at first base.
You know what, Michael? That ball might have gone foul. When I watch it again, we'll take a replay of it and see if the ball would have trickled foul. You can see Reynolds coming on. You know, he was actually in foul territory when he picked the ball up. There's the wide throw. Jeter's going to get an infield hit. But I think he might have been better off. We get a better. You see that ball was going foul.
Because it hit the lip of the grass.
Hit the lip of the grass, and it was going foul.
So Derek gets a hit, his third of the game. And here's Granderson. Now 1-0 from Accardo.
Let's go back to the first inning when Curtis Granderson was going to hit his 7th home run of the year. That gave the Yankees a quick 2-0 lead.
Sun was out then. Granderson pops it up and out of play. Well, Joe Girardi used his bullpen in a slightly different way, which would lead you to believe that something is up with Rafael Soriano. Jabba pitched the 7th, as he usually does, but then David Robertson came in to pitch the 8th, and Mariano came in the 8th to get the final out. So that pitched him more than an inning, which is what they try to avoid, and then the 9th inning, he faltered. And we will find out on the postgame when Kim talks to Joe Girardi exactly what the deal is. That's who's left in the Yankee bullpen. Soriano, but obviously not available. You got Pendleton, Boone Logan, and Buddy Carlisle, who pitched yesterday.
And Boone Logan's up.
And
Rivera wound up throwing 33 pitches in his inning and a third, which would make you wonder, is he available tomorrow night at the stadium against the White Sox?
All right, do you start Derek Jeter 3-2 with nobody out?
I do. They do. Pitch is high. So an infield hit and a walk, and the Yankees are set up here in the 10th inning. Tough break for Freddie Garcia, who pitched so beautifully. He will not get a victory out of this, but the Yankees are more worried about if they'll get a victory out of this. See a couple of umbrellas popping up here at the ballpark.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when the ground crew gets near that tarp.
Yeah, they are poised. That's the only way I could put it. Huddled, ready to push it out and put it on the field. And a strike to Mark Teixeira. Teixeira today, 1 for 3 with a walk. Walked in the first, struck out in the third, singled to right in the fifth, and grounded to second in the eighth. Orioles are using their 4th reliever, but they carry 8. So that's who's left: Jason Birkin, Mike Gonzalez, Josh Roop, and Clay Rapata.
2 lefties, 2 righties.
And Acordo's working himself into trouble. It's 2-1.
Rapata's up. You got to think he might be coming on if Cano gets a chance to hit in this inning.
And the count 3-1. O's pitching coach Mark Connor. Stomach churning on this one. The 3-1. Driven out to deep right center field. Adam Jones back. He's going to make the play on the warning track. Both runners tag. Jeter goes to third. Granderson backpedals to first.
Not quite on the sweet spot of the bat, but certainly deep enough to get Derek Jeter over to third base. Just a hair late. You can see how it's going, not quite on the sweet spot, just a little bit down on the label. And still sent Adam Jones back to the warning track. There's the runners tagging. Jeter's the important one, getting over to third with 1 out.
Here's Alex Rodriguez. Let's see if that's deep enough. Probably is. Jones settles underneath, makes the catch. Here comes Jeter. Here's the throw. He's out. What a throw by Adam Jones to get Derek Jeter. And a great block of the plate by Matt Wieters.
Jones unloads, and it's on the money. And there's the tag for the out. I don't think Jeter touched home plate.
Starry nights, city lights, comfort galore at an uptown price.
Not at My Bob's.
Why pay $2,500 or more elsewhere?
My Bob's is different, and here's why. Mine is only $9.99.
The sounds of spring. It's a symphony best appreciated at full blast. The moment you've been waiting for has arrived. Spring's best event from Cadillac. But like the beauty of spring, it won't last long. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer or CadillacTristate.com for this exceptional offer.
If you go out of your way to fly with an airline, does that airline go out of its way to reward you? It should. Because loyalty is a two-way street. And when one side gives, the other has to give back. Dedicated Redcoat customer service. More first-class upgrades. Miles that don't expire. This isn't benevolence. This is our business. And the next time an airline asks for yours, ask them first what they've done to deserve it.
2 sofas, regardless of size, only $7.98 for both pieces.
Holy mackerel, bonded leather everywhere you sit.
My Bob's is different. Choose any size sofa with chair and storage ottoman. All 3 pieces, only $7.98.
Well, we've had some sparklers in this game. The great play by Brett Gardner, the relay by the Yankees in the bottom of the 9th, and this throw by Adam Jones.
Yeah, no need for the cutoff man. Last year he had 12 assists. And this throw is a little high, but Derek Jeter cannot get in underneath because Matt Wieters blocked the plate. I don't think Derek ever touched it. And Wieters is a big guy, hard to dislodge. Here comes the captain down the line. The throw is on the money, little high maybe, but Derek doesn't get the plate as Wieters applies the tag. A game-saving throw from Adam Jones.
Oh, we've seen a lot of highlight plays in this game. Game is tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 10th inning, and Boone Logan will come on for the Yankees.
Yeah, 2 runners thrown out at the plate. Space of an inning.
Boone Logan has struggled so far after a real strong 2010. The lone left-hander of the Yankee bullpen, 3 1/3 innings, 5 hits, and 4 walks. That's 9 base runners in 3 1/3 with 1 strikeout. And he is going to face Nick Markakis to start off the 10th. Tries to bunt and misses.
Between innings, we had the head of the grounds crew speaking with Ted Barrett, the second base umpire, and they actually had a cell phone out to give to Barrett to talk to, I guess, the weather department as to what's going on, the weather bureau as to what's going on. Michael said it's getting darker here. And it's not because the sun's going down. It's behind the clouds.
0-2 to Markakis. Well, we gave you the weather early on as you see Lance Pendleton warming, and there are thunderstorms in the forecast. There have been all day. Popped up. Martin makes the play for the first out. So Larry Rothschild's going to come out and talk with Boone Logan. As you've got Lee and then Felix P.A. Remember, P.A. had pinch run for Vlad Guerrero. That was in the 8th inning. And we said at the time, that's always a calculated gamble because you don't know if you're going to come back up. And this is why he's coming back up.
There's the Bates, hit to the corner. Well executed. Swish it to Cano, to Martin, and Dino tagged down. Neither team able to push a run across home plate. And Dino and now Jeter thrown out at the plate.
We've got a couple of TVs on around here with news, and there's a severe weather alert in the area. And you can see that's a severe sky. The 1-0. Strike. Well, the Yankees feel that they should be on their way home by now, not even dealing with the impending weather, but it was not to be as Mariano could not hold the lead.
And the pitch. And Larry Rothschild probably gave a great scouting report because he was a Cub pitching coach last year, and he saw Derek Lee a lot.
For the last few years.
Probably just said, keep him in the ballpark. The 1-2. Getting a lot cooler here.
Once you start to feel the temperature go down, that means the rain is really getting closer.
Day started off with temperatures 80, 81, but now a precipitous drop, which could lead to precipitation. Soft ground ball to second. Cano. 2 outs here in the 10th. So they navigate the potential pothole there with the right-hander, and now they'll face the lefty, Felix P.A.
And not only P.A., but another lefty, Luke Scott, is on deck. So that's, you would have thought the difficult hitter would have been Derek Lee. Oh, flash of lightning.
And some thunder. And there's a strike. Many in the crowd retreating when they saw that lightning and heard the thunder.
Starting to rain, coming over the left field bleachers.
And rolling thunder in the distance. 0-1. Chop to A-Rod. And they get PA, so a 1-2-3 inning for Boone Logan. Will there be an 11th, or will there be some rain? Stick around and find out on Yes. During the break, Robinson Cano digs in against Accardo. And the pitch. A strike.
Cano didn't think so. He thought it was outside. Robbie's not had a good day with the bat. I mean, he has worn out the Orioles in the past, but today hasn't really hit anything hard.
2 strikeouts, a ground ball, and a ground ball double play. Count 2-1. Accardo got into some trouble in the 10th inning. Infield single by Jeter, a walk to Granderson. Teixeira with a fly ball to center, moving Jeter to third. But then Alex Rodriguez hit a fly ball to center. And Jeter tagged, tried to score, which would have been the go-ahead run. But he was gunned down by Adam Jones and a great block of the plate by Wieters.
Remember Accardo with the Toronto Blue Jays, and one of his best pitches was his splitter.
Well, an ominous warning by the management here in Baltimore. They have just put up on the board that they want all the fans that are in the ballpark area to go for cover because of the lightning that is in the area. And now they're going to call for the tarp as the rain intensifies. So with a 3-2 count on Cano, we are going to have a rain delay here in Baltimore. Ted Barrett is the crew chief, and he's the one who made the decision. He's been conversing at length with the grounds crew of the Orioles, and they obviously are talking with the National Weather Service. And as we said earlier, this has been in the forecast all day, and finally it is happening here. So we will have a rain delay in the 11th inning. The game was moving along. The Yankees had a 3-0 lead They went to the bullpen, and Kenny, obviously, the bullpen has been so great for them all year. But today, Jabba gives up the 2-run home run. Then Mariano gives up the run in the 9th inning, and here we are in the 11th.
Here we are in the 11th, and Boone Logan did a good job. 1, 2, 3 in the 10th, and that's why we're in the 11th inning. But usually reliable relievers today for the Yankees did not get the job done and enabled the Orioles to creep back in and tie the game. And
a little bit of a break.
Yeah, not a long break, and I think for both pitchers, you want to be able to get back out there and get ready to go.
Well, we know that Michael Kay and Ken Singleton are back there in the broadcast booth and ready to take the reins. Guys, take it away.
Well, thank you, Bob. You shouldn't have said rains because they have passed through. It's nice, clear skies right now. We're ready for baseball, and I thought that was absolutely really befuddling every single Oriole batter.
Yeah, change of speeds, a decent enough fastball that they had to respect that, and kept the ball down. Had a great split finger today as we watched Jason Birkin warm up. But the fact is that he hadn't given up a run as a Yankee yet, in a starting role. And Jabba with the homer, then Mariano with the blown save in the bottom of the 9th. And is there any concern? Mariano's blown 2 saves in a row now.
Well, sometimes he runs into a wall early. A couple of years ago, he blew 2 saves to the Red Sox early, usually straightens things out. He had come out of the gate so strong. You see Birkin's numbers. He was actually perfect before he blew that save against the Blue Jays, and now he blows the save against the Orioles. Almost lost this game, but he did not, as the play at home plate cut off the winning run. So now Cano is ready, so is Jason Birkin. Cano has a 3-2 count. He is 0 for 4 so far today. Struck out in the first. Tapped back to the mound in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th, and wrapped into a 1-6-3 double play in the 8th inning. So Cano, who owns Oriole Park at Camden Yards, has taken a little bit of a break today from that. Let's see if he can pick it up here against Birkin. Here's the payoff, and that one's driven to left field, and it slices foul. Many in the crowd of 25,000 have stayed. They just got some cover during the rain, and now they're back in their seats.
Now, Birkin pitched last night. He went an inning in the 3rd, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, didn't strike anybody out, and walked about. So he struggled in last night's game.
So the rain delay officially 45 minutes, a 45-minute rain delay. The 3-2. Foul back over the screen. It'll be Cano, Swisher, and then Eduardo Nunez, who would pinch run for Jorge Posada in the 9th inning.
In fact, it was Birkin who gave up the back-to-back home runs to Posada and Martin in the 8th inning last night.
Cano hanging in there, spoiling pitches. And the payoff. Another foul ball.
Cano is handing out souvenirs now.
Boone Logan warming out there. He's already in the game. And Lance Pendleton getting ready as well. Another foul ball. Well, the Yankees don't have that much left out there. Soriano's obviously not available. You've got Lance Pendleton and Buddy Carlisle, and that's it. And Boone Logan is in the game.
Well, Buddy Carlisle was starting down in the minor leagues. And I believe Pendleton was too.
And Pendleton gave them 3 innings last time he pitched, so he can give them some distance. And Cano wins that battle on the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Cano rounds first. He's going to go to second. And Markakis flips the ball in. A double for Cano to start off the 11th. A 49-minute at-bat.
Results in a 2-base hit for Robinson Cano, who stretches his current hitting streak to 13 straight. And against Baltimore, 16 straight games. He's been amazing in this ballpark. As you see, Nick Markakis running this one down. And Alex Rodriguez said, yeah, make this a two-base hit. Yeah, hold up right there. Some kind of hitter.
Let's see if the Yankees have Swisher bunt, but remember Nunez is on deck. So now they sent Chavez out on deck. The pinch hit for Nunez, and Swisher did bunt, but he bunted foul.
Yeah, Nunez took over as the designated hitter. So not in the game defensively. He went in to run for Jorge Posada.
Now, when you have a guy who hit 29 home runs last year bunting, you know that he's not comfortable the way he's swinging the bat, and you're not either. Because you would assume that Nick would be able to pull the ball to the right side. They are in at the corners. He squares again. They throw through. Cano goes to third. He's in there. So that's as good as a bunt, even better.
Now that frees up Nick Swisher to swing the bat. And what happened on the play, the throw is to the right field side of second base. So Andino had to reach for the throw, spin all the way around. And once the throw headed for second, Cano hesitated momentarily, then said, I'm going to be out if I go back. So he went forward, and he makes it over to third base. Swisher, this can happen quite a bit. At second, you want to get a good jump on a bunt, and sometimes you get caught out to dry, but it works out for the Yankees.
Orioles bring the infield in. There's a strike. Count 1 and 2.
Looked like a breaking ball. And while Nick thought it was inside, the umpire said it had the corner.
The 1-2. Now they don't give him a stolen base on that, so I guess he just advances on the fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
They do give him a stolen base.
Let me see now. The throw to second. Everything was handled cleanly. Can't be an error. Oh, stolen base. Cano's first of the year.
Actually, initially it was bad base running, and he bailed it out by just going for third, and the throw wasn't in time. The 2-2. That one's popped up. Reynolds drifts over. Runs out of room.
And what has been called a stolen base. We're going to take a look. Cano trying to get a good jump on the case of the bunt. Now he is already headed for third, and you can see Andino has to spin as a throw to the right field side of second base. That led to him being able to make it to third.
Swisher strikes out. The out is made at first, and Cano stays put at third. So Nick tonight is 0 for 5. Still feeling for it from the left side.
Yep. And he hasn't had much luck. The balls that he's put in play with authority have been caught.
So here is Eric Chavez pinch hitting for Nunez.
And he'll take over as a designated hitter. And Buck Showalter doesn't want to have anything to do with him.
And the way he's been hitting, I guess you can't blame him. So an intentional walk, and that'll set up the double play. With Russell Martin grew up.
Yeah, this is a good move. The other night, or last night, watching Eric Chavez take batting practice here, he must have hit 10 shots out on the Utah screen. And if anybody from the Orioles was watching him, they figured they don't want any part of him coming off the bench.
Readers is a tall catcher towering over Chavez, who certainly is not short at all. So first and third, and that'll bring up Russell Martin.
One of the Yankee heroes with the bat last night hit a pair of home runs. That was a pretty good one, but the next one, 414 feet. He really got a hold of it. And he's been very good out of the bottom third of the order for the Yankees with 15 runs batted in. Got a chance now. Put the Yankees in the lead.
Russell today is 0 for 3 and walked. Looking down at Rob Thompson, the third base coach. Russell tried to bunt. It might have been yesterday. Didn't look very good bunting. So kind of removed the squeeze idea. Count 1-1. Also, he's been swinging the bat so well.
Yeah. Looking for his first hit today, but in at 333 coming in. 6 home runs in April as the catcher, the most since Posada hit 7 in 2003 in the month of April.
And that's a Yankee record. Hot shot, diving stop by Andino, and he throws the ball into right field. A run scores. Moving to third is Chavez. Martin stays at first, and the Yankees have taken a 4-3 lead. Andino with a great play, tried to hurry it and get the double play, and he couldn't make the throw.
Well, probably knowing that the double play was the only way they were going to keep a run from scoring, tried to hustle the throw to Roberts, and it's offline. Chavez will continue on to third base. Great stop, number 1, but the throw's part of the play, and that was not a good one. And the Yankees have a chance to score even more. They're in the top of the 11th inning.
All right, that scored a single, an RBI, and then an E6. So here's Gardner with runners on the corners, still 1 out. And again, the Orioles play it halfway as they did last time, and at the corners and halfway at second and short.
Yeah, the problem here is that if they're looking to try and get a double play, it's going to be very difficult to get one on Gardner.
It can be done, but it has to be flawlessly handled.
And it's going to have to be a rocket almost directly at one of the infielders.
So Birkin has come in and given the Yankees back the lead. Now the Yankees have to figure out a way to navigate through the bottom of the 11th without their best relievers. Russell Martin bluffed, but then scurries back to first.
Here's Martin's. He took off like he was headed for second. He's got 2 steals this year. Gardy, after the 2 hits last night, got the hat trick and strikeouts today.
Driven to right field, deep, but foul.
Looked like he caught Birkin speeding on the inside corner. Was a little too quick himself.
Swing and a miss. Big strikeout of Gardner. Gardner has struck out 4 times today. He is 0 for 5. Also a fly ball to left in there.
Looks like the breaking ball down and in. Yep. Gardner thinking it's a fastball, wants to be quick. Ball disappears right at the last instant.
So here's Derek Jeter. He has 3 hits today. His average has risen to 247. A jump of 26 points. Single to center, double to right, and then an infield single. A strike from Burkett. Derek got thrown out in the 10th inning on a fly ball by Alex Rodriguez to center. Adam Jones uncorked a beautiful throw to Wieters, who blocked the plate, and Jeter couldn't get in, and that ended the inning. A 8-2 inning-ending double play. First base umpire Marvin Hudson said no, he did not go. So the count 2-1 on Jeter.
This is basically the same pitch that Gardner missed. It dives out of the zone, and Jeter just able to hold up.
Well, that was a good call.
Yeah.
Dribbled slowly at third, going to be a very tough play. And Reynolds throws it away. Chavez scores. Moving to third is Martin. And Derek Jeter has his 4th hit of the day. And the Yankees lead 5-3.
Jeter will go down to second on the throwing error by Reynolds. And that was nowhere near first base. Even Derek Lee couldn't come up with this one. Maybe the ball was slick, a little damp. The ball goes into the seats, and Jeter has an infield single. Will go down to second on the throwing error.
Gets an RBI as well in the E5. Allows him to go to second. And Morton is at third. Here is Curtis Granderson. So the Orioles getting a little sloppy here in the 11th inning. And the base hit by Jeter now raises his average to 257. And with 4 hits, he has jumped 36 points.
That's what can happen this time of year.
He now has 2,945 hits.
And by the way, that was his 299th career hit against Baltimore.
Count 2-2. So Birkin is the 6th Oriole pitcher. Jake Arrieta started, and Koji Uehara, Jim Johnson, Kevin Gregg, Jeremy Accardo, and Jason Birkin. Low 1-2. Nice play, knocked down there by Roberts, but he can't make the play at first. 1 run scores. Jeter will stop at third. It's an RBI single for Granderson, and now it's 6-3 Yankees.
Granderson with his 3rd run batted in of the day. Looked like Roberts going to come up with this and make an excellent play. Looked like a cutter on the inner half. Granderson quick. Here's the effort by Brian Roberts. Just off the heel, maybe the thumb of the glove. And of course, Granderson has enough speed to get down to first before Roberts can recover. And the Yankees scored another run here at the top of the 11th inning. That's Granderson's 3rd hit of the game.
So Granderson now is 14 for his last 31. As Kenny mentioned, an 8-game hitting streak. Teixeira takes the strike. So the Yankees, who had lost their 3-0 lead, then had to sit through a 45-minute rain delay. They come out swinging the bats and getting some breaks here in the 11th inning and lead 6-3. That one is smoked out to center field, but right there is Adam Jones. He'll put it away for the final out. Yankees put 3 runs on the board on 4 hits, 2 big errors, and we go to the bottom of the 11th.
Every carton of delicious Turkey Hill Bronx Bomber Sundae and Pinstripe Brownie Blast is a chance to win Yankees tickets.
Brain freeze. Bring in the closer.
So get into the game with Turkey Hill, official ice cream of the New York Yankees.
At Planters, living a healthy lifestyle is important. What's my secret? Well, this. A tasty nutrition blend that helps keep the legs pumping. Planters Nutrition, specially mixed for a remarkably nutritious snack.
Can the network you live on handle the computers, TVs, and technology you can't live without? Verizon Fios can. Get the power and speed of America's largest 100% fiber optic network. Verizon Fios, a network ahead.
Technology you've never seen before, anywhere, ever. Which raises a good point. If you're going to buy a new luxury car, shouldn't there be something new about it?
Visit your local Lincoln dealer for this exceptional lease offer, plus 4 years complimentary maintenance on Lincoln MKX.
It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
We go to the bottom of the 11th inning, so the Yankees will try to sweep this 2-game set by getting the final 3 outs. They lead 6-3, 6-10-0, 3-8, and a big 3. 2 errors there in the 11th inning for the Orioles. Kind of open up the floodgates for the Yankees. And that little guy spent Easter Sunday at the ballpark. He wants to go home happy. And the little guy next to him also wants to go home happy. But that's not going to happen. One of them is going to be sad. Boone Logan will try to keep the Yankee fan happy. He pitched a 1-2-3 10th inning. And he threw 12 pitches in the 10th. And he's going to face Luke Scott. And Lance Pendleton continues to throw in the Yankee bullpen.
Following Scott is Jones and Reynolds. One of those weekends here in Baltimore where the Yankees fans show up in droves, and on the talk show before the weekends, the sports talk shows, they were asking Oriole fans, are you getting tired of the Yankee fans coming in and taking over your ballpark? And the fact is, a lot of Oriole fans sell them their tickets. And to make matters worse, the Red Sox come in next.
Here's Luke Scott. Pitch inside, 1-0. Luke Scott, 2 hits today and was robbed of an extra base hit. A great running play in left field to end the 8th inning by Brett Gardner. High fly ball, right center, drifting back Granderson, and he'll make the play for the first out here in the 11th. And Joe Girardi will now go to Buddy Carlisle. He had Pendleton up last inning, but now he's going to bring in the veteran Carlisle to try to get the final 2 outs. Yankees lead 6-3 here in the 11th. Stay where you are.
Queen bed in white or black, only $3.99.
With my Bobo-Pedic 8 queen set, only $9.98. $800 less than Tempur-Pedic's 8-inch set without the bed.
That'll make them cringe.
Busted!
Lady, you shouldn't be here.
Oh, I'm not here. I'm just a figment of your imagination. But you are thinking about grabbing a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light at happy hour. Maybe you can even buy me one.
You're gorgeous. What's your name?
Jim. And thanks.
Keep it up, Kimbo.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
We imagined a crossover that was more capable and fuel efficient. We gave it better highway fuel economy than Honda Pilot or Toyota 4Runner. In fact, we engineered the GMC Acadia with better highway fuel economy than any other 8-passenger crossover. We thought smarter, but we didn't stop there. And now lease this 2011 GMC Acadia for $299 per month. See your Tri-State Buick GMC dealer.
My new Dolphin is one of a baker's dozen bedrooms, all only $9.99 each.
Style?
Yes.
Value?
Yes, yes.
The competition?
No, no, no. My Bob's is different from all the rest.
Well, Buddy Carlisle made his Yankee debut last night, pitching the 9th inning of their 15-3 win. Now this is a little bit more important. The Yankee bullpen is somewhat more shallow than usual because of the unexplained unavailability of Rafael Soriano. So Carlisle will try to get the final 2 outs.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the kind of flu that's been going around. Carlisle has never had a big league save.
It's weird because he's out there, so if he had flu symptoms, why would he be sitting in the bullpen? I saw him walk into the clubhouse early today, seemed fine. But we'll find out on the postgame. Kim Jones will ask Joe Girardi. Here's Adam Jones. Adam Jones 1 for 2 with 2 walks. And there's a strike from Carlisle. Carlisle was kind of pumped up after the game yesterday. He said, you know, whatever happens from here, I have New York Yankees next to my name in the baseball encyclopedia. He said, that's kind of nice. Nice guy. Has pitched in Korea, pitched in Japan. And here he is with the New York Yankees. Called up before this series began because the Yankees did not want to waste the starter Hector Noesi out in the bullpen. He had not pitched for 12 days, so they wanted to get him back in the minors and keep him starting. So they called up Carlisle, and here Carlisle an opportunity to get some big outs. Looks like he's going to get one of them. Russell Martin. And the Orioles are down to their final out.
That was a major league foul ball behind home plate. In fact, it might bring rain.
Well, here's Mark Reynolds, the last hope for the Orioles.
That was way up there, but Russell Martin stays with it. In fact, he's so cool, he makes a one-hand catch out of it.
Reynolds made the game close, turned a 3-0 game into a 3-2 game with a 2-run home run in the 7th. And there's a strike. And the 2-run home run in the 7th broke an 0 for 22 slide for Reynolds. But now he struck out looking in the 9th inning against Mariano Rivera. Popped up. This should do it. Cano makes the play, and the Yankees win 6-3. Well, it certainly wasn't done in a very standard manner. Yankees blew a 3-0 lead. Mariano Rivera couldn't nail it down. But Buddy Carlisle says, yeah, I'm going to get this last out. And when I do, I'm going to get excited. Yes. As the Yankees sweep the Orioles in 2 games.
Kenny, a lot of storylines in this game, but I guess the one you have to look at is Freddie Garcia, second straight really strong outing.
And he'll get another chance on the mound for the Yankees in a little while, depending on the weather and the fact of the schedule. But Buddy Carlisle, you got to be happy for this man. He picks up his first major league save. How about that?
And Willie Randolph's lucky 13, not lucky for the Orioles in this two-game set as they get swept by the New York Yankees. Stick around for the post-game show to find out who's today's Chevy player of the game. Maybe it's who's Kim standing with. Kim?
Thank you, Michael. Curtis, how much did Robinson Cano set the tone in that last inning with that great at-bat?
It's big because you come after not getting a chance to swing the bat after the little delay, go through a 6-pitch at-bat and go ahead and get on base to start the rally for the 11th inning, I think it was. But anyway, to get on in that situation always puts a little pressure on, and he did a great job for us right there.
You had an RBI single in the 11th as well, and I'm wondering, a game that in the late innings was defined by great defensive plays, how important was it that you took advantage of some Orioles miscues late? Anytime
you get an opportunity to do it, because you never know, especially with that lineup, they can come up and do some damage at any time. You had the meat coming up with Luke Scott and Adam Jones and Reynolds coming up, so you got to go ahead and get as much of a cushion as possible, and sure enough, 3 was enough for us to finally close it out.
I know the win's the most important thing. Whenever Mariano blows a save, it's newsworthy. Now 2 on this trip. Any concerns?
No, not at all. It's just part of baseball, and give credit to the other side for not giving in. They understand that Mariano is one of the best closers of all time. At the same time, they understand that they can do some things too. So just a matter of battling against battling, and some guys coming up with some big hits against Mariano, one of the best pitchers of all time.
And Curtis, you go home with an 8-game hitting streak and 7 home runs, so you are swinging a hot bat.
Trying to. Let's see if we can go.
Thank you, Curtis.
Thank you.
Michael.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Curtis, as well. So the Yankees take 11 innings, 3 hours and 45 minutes, but they sweep this rain-shortened 2-game series against the Orioles. In fact, they've won all 4 games against the Orioles this year. We'll be back to wrap it up, and then Jack and Bob in the studio in a moment.